Jesus would not want to confuse us and deceive us. The devil would.
Yes.
I don't think that's all that it is. I don't.
I know. I don't either. You know that my theory has multiple parts to it with different
Yeah.
causes for different things. I'm just saying, for
But
me,
yeah.
Jesus or God, however you want to word it, would never do that to his children.
Right.
In my
Well,
belief.
yeah, I mean, obviously I have I believe in elves, so I believe that the elves are the engineers and they change it and stuff. Like I'm just asking from your perspective. Like I don't believe that God
I
would
agree.
do that, but like I also don't know who God is. Like, God is whoever people think he is. Like their morality they put onto God. They don't, there's not really an objective God. It's like whoever you want God to be. Like if you're against something, then you will be like, well, God's obviously against that because you're against it personally. But you don't know God might be for that. You know what I mean? It's hard to know, but I just because I know that you don't believe in geography flip flops, but other people do in the community believe in geography flip flops, and they've
No,
experienced.
I didn't say I don't believe in them. I've just never
Uh,
seen one.
yeah, I know you haven't seen them, but that you do that doesn't mean that it doesn't exist. It just means that you haven't had it yet.
Correct.
But yeah, exactly. So yeah, okay. All right. Well, yeah. Anyways, I'm just saying that I think that um we can all get along because everything changes all the time. So you can't fight for a solid situation if it might change. I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know, man. I'm just trying to figure out a way to
Where was it?
keep the peace.
An hour ago.
All I'm saying is,
Oh, still.
I understand. Like I said, what if people tell me I'm wrong because something is a Mandela effect for me, I get upset too. I'm
Yeah.
no, I'm not saying, I'm not pointing fingers and saying I'm not like that.
Yeah.
I'm saying that every one of us at some point has reacted in a negative way because their beliefs from other communities and this community as well have been challenged. And that is what is tearing the community apart, at least in my opinion.
Yeah. Well, I know it's got to keep on going, and yeah, not get torn
What
apart.
do you,
Just keep your
Sandy?
own
What do
thought
you
to
think?
yourself, and
Oh,
that's
go
what it
ahead.
takes.
All right,
What
Sometimes
that
do you?
time Splatter was talking first. 1 second. What were you saying, Splatter?
I said sometimes you just have to keep your own thoughts to yourself and not argue them or let them be known in wrong crowds, right?
Yeah.
Only talk about those certain things in that certain crowd where you're welcome, or I mean, where people agree with you, and it just keeps things better that way.
Yeah, it's called an echo chamber.
Yeah,
And the Mandela effect is the least of an echo chamber because we have people from multiple communities here.
exactly. That. Yeah, exactly. So we gotta be extra careful, extra yeah.
Right. So,
You know what I'm
LJ,
trying
what
to
were
say?
you
Extra something rather.
LJ, what were you asking? I'm sorry.
Well, I was just going to ask what you thought we could do about it.
I mean, the only thing I can think of is, like I was saying, we need to be more conscious of how we speak to one another when it comes to, like, if, like, I know I do it too. You have an emotional response.
Yeah,
Take a breath. Either
and move on.
like, yeah, don't say anything.
Yeah,
If you get upset and it's not important, like tonight, for example, this kind of also fits in why I showed it. It was important for me to prove that I am disabled, that I'm not that person.
right, right.
It is not important for me to say reality is solid for me in most cases. It is not important for me to say,
Oh, shit.
Jackie, you're wrong. It's not elves, it's Jesus and the devil. I wouldn't say that to you. See what
Right.
I'm saying? It is not important for me to say, here we go, that the earth is flat or round. That is not important for me to say that you're wrong, I'm right, by saying, not saying that you're wrong, I'm right, by saying it's a fact. Too bad, LJ. It's a fact. That's how it comes across, Splatter. Splatter comes across that way. It really does. I know you're not saying, but it really comes across as I'm right, the earth's flat, you're wrong, it's not round. For
I hear
you,
I hear you, but
100% it's flat. For
yeah,
LJ, it's not. And that's okay.
right.
That's what I'm getting at. We need to either take a moment. Just take a moment.
Okay, and let it go.
Say it in your
Okay,
head.
Sandy, do you see this
Is it
picture I
going to
got
be
on here?
argumentative? Huh?
Do you have to see this picture I'm showing here?
Is it about flat earth?
No, not necessarily. No, it's about what we were talking about yesterday.
Okay.
The magnetic island, I mean mountain of the North Pole.
Oh, the one that you couldn't find the image of before, yes.
But I have it right here.
Yes, I've seen this before. I thought that was water in the center.
Yeah, well, that's the mountain in the middle, but there's rivers coming off it.
Oh, it's a mountain. It's not
Yeah,
water.
that's magnetic. Now that's how come we have a magnetic north, because that huge magnetic mountain right there.
And a globe person would say, you invented a magnetic mountain to make your theory work. Do you see what I'm
You
saying?
see what it says down here?
No, I can't read that. Actually, I have the thing on top
It
of
says
it.
our
1 second.
compasses also point to that giant magnetic mountain.
And a globe person would say, our compasses point to magnetic north. Do you see what
What
I'm
makes it
saying?
magnetic?
They're not empirical facts
Yeah, no,
because
but what makes
you
it
both have
magnetic?
an answer for it.
No, what this makes it magnetic? What makes your magnetic?
The magnet, it's not my magnetic. I'm
No,
trying to tell you that.
I'm just saying that's what I would say back. Like I could, this is here, whatever.
Okay,
So,
science would say that we have a magnetic, what's it called? Force field. What's it called? It's not a force field. Magnetic. Wow, my brain's not working. What does science say, people? Tell me in the chat, please. We're Jose, jump in. Magnetic. Can't think of the word. Someone. What does science say? It's a magnetic.
as far as I
Brain
know,
is
that's what
not working.
science says.
What is it?
Feel?
Magnetic field. Yeah, force field. Whatever. The point is,
Yeah.
an empirical fact doesn't have an opposite response. And I'm probably using the word empirical wrong, just to be clear.
I don't know.
I'm just trying to trying to delineate fact versus fact.
No, I
'Cause
hear
there
you.
are-
I hear you. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm also saying that sometimes things should be just let go and talked about less as possible.
Yes. What I'm
Because
trying
they
to
do
say
cause
is
division. And if you don't want to cause division, you just don't talk about that then, right? It's simple.
correct. I'm just saying, I'm asking to think about if what you're about to say is going to upset people. Because when people are upset, they respond. And when they respond, we end up with arguments. I don't want arguments.
No,
And
I
I
don't.
think it's even beyond this channel though.
Yeah,
Like
I know.
there's constant, we should be uniting with one another and not
Yeah.
fighting.
I know. Most I just sit here and let people talk. You know that.
Yes.
It's a very rare occasion I do speak up when I feel like I should. But
Right,
even then, I
but when
shouldn't.
you
But
do
yeah,
speak up, it's usually along the lines of something like, it's because the earth is flat, or it's because of this, or it's because of this. You're stating your beliefs. There's nothing wrong with that, except when you are saying it when someone else is talking and they believe something different.
right.
Because when someone else is talking and they believe something different, you talking is saying they're wrong. And that's the problem. Not you. I'm saying with everybody,
Yeah, I know.
including
I know.
myself.
I agree. I agree. I try not to. Like I said, and most times I try. I bite my tongue and just sit here.
I know. I do the same
Hey,
thing.
can I put in my 2 cents, Sandy?
Yes, you can, Everjosh, please.
Well,
Let's put you on stage.
mm,
Go
Take
ahead.
over the whole thing. Yeah.
so yeah,
Well, no,
in my
it's
opinion,
easier that way. He has the
I
mic, you know?
I know. I know.
We
um,
lost LJ.
mm, I guess in my opinion, like you have a hard battle that you're you know at this a hard question because you the Mandela community and the flat Earth community and the Matrix theory, like all these people they're all different communities, but they're all coming together in like we've all kind of merging, uh, it's the best example I could think of that came to my mind earlier today when I read your question on your post was um I grew up in the church, and from the day I was born I was going to church every Sunday and Wednesday till I was 18. And my thought was back then that we all believed in we were taught um creationism, and evolution was this weird pseudoscience type of thing. And then nowadays science has kind of shown that evolution is more of a or basically I think it was the age of the earth, like according I was taught the Bible says that the earth is 3,000 or 4,000 5,000 years old or whatever. And then science came out later on, 20 years later, saying that it was billions of years old. And that kind of brought a rift from just even in my kid brain growing up in that community. And the way they just all dealt with it was they just don't talk about it. You know what I mean? Like that's just kind of one of the things they pushed under the rug. So
Mm-hmm.
uh I'm not saying that's the right thing to do, but you have even a harder job trying to combine 10 different communities of they're similar, a lot of overlap, but getting them all to believe the same thing is going to be impossible. And
Exactly.
the best you can do is just kind of get them to you know if somebody says something that you don't believe, you just let it go. You don't talk about it. You just kind of like, what I mean. I get you just kind of you're there for a reason to talk about, to learn about something. And you can't let everybody else's beliefs you know distract you or
Yeah,
hinder
that's
you from what you're there to
Yeah.
learn or what you're there to find out about. You know what I mean? So I
Yeah.
guess that's my
yes.
opinion.
And you said something. First of all, that was excellent, Josh. Thank
It's
you.
very well worded. Yes.
Yes. But you said something that gave me another comparison. Now, Jesus is the most important to me, of course. So what I'm about to say is going to sound insane, but here we go. And Josh, I'm not attacking you. Please don't take it this way.
Yeah,
I'm
we'll
using
see.
this as an example. It's an example.
We'll see.
So, Christians, the ones that believe in creationism instead of science when it comes to the age of the earth, fossils, things like that, right?
Hmm.
Are also, not all of them, I want to be clear, not all of them. This is what I'm talking about with the push. It's like a push pull. They're okay with the Shroud of Turin being proven by science that it was Jesus. Being proven by science.
Say that again.
So I've noticed that some creationists,
Uh-huh.
not all, some that I speak with, I'm not naming names, but I will say most people know at least one of these people very well. And I'm not talking about you. I'm not talking about Josh. Um, they believe that the Earth is not millions of years old or billions of years old. I mean, yeah, millions, and that They don't believe in dinosaurs. They don't believe in fossils. But they were excited that science proved the Shroud of Turin was most likely the shroud that covered Jesus Christ.
I never heard that.
So that science was okay. But the science related to geology is not. Do you see what I'm saying? There's like
Yeah.
a
What does
push
that
pull.
does the science about the shroud of does it disprove anything that they believe in any other aspect of
So what
the
happened was
creationism?
when I was a kid, the Shroud of Turin was found, and it
Mhm.
was accepted that at first it was accepted that it was the Shroud of Jesus. But then they did carbon dating on it, which said it was much younger. Like,
Carbon dating.
yeah, I know. They did carbon
Much
dating on
younger.
it. Yeah, like it couldn't have been on Jesus because it was from this century instead of this century.
Oh, see, I thought you were going to say it was much older, like it was like 1,000-year-old cloth or something,
No,
or 1,000
what
years
they were
before Jesus.
doing, what they were doing was they were testing. So apparently, where it was stored, it picked up some sort of material, whether it be debris, paint, something. And the section they tested was coming up earlier. They tested a different section, found blood, and got the correct date, which was at the time of Jesus Christ. So
Hmm.
for
So they
decades,
say.
they said it was fake. They said that it was not the shroud that covered Jesus. And now science is saying it most likely is. It's from the right century. That they were testing an area that, because it was stored in jars or something, I'd have to look up the details, but it has to do with where they tested it, which made it come back as newer than
Yeah.
it needed to be for it to be Jesus' shroud. And now they have determined the actual age of the cloth to be when Jesus would have died.
So
Right. And you're saying that the same scientists have proved or given evidence that the world is millions and billions of years old or whatever, and the
Yeah,
and
it's all
the Christian
yes,
people
it's
they believe that same scientists about the shroud, but not about the age of the earth.
some, yes, not.
Well, right, yeah. I mean, that would be the group that I grew up in the church, which I mean, like me and all of my friends that graduated from high school, because they had a school. We all refer to it as the cult now. Like we honestly think it was a cult, but yeah, that's a whole different story, whole different topic of
I'd say.
conversation. But yeah, so yeah, I see what you're saying. Yeah, yeah. And so what do? You just don't talk about it. Is pretty much what they did,
Yes. And that is
But
what it's hard. That's the problem.
Yeah.
yeah, that's why I started this out, is that you're in an uphill battle trying to get 10 or 15 different communities with very different communities just have a lot of overlap to all try to believe or not get triggered by somebody saying one thing.
Yeah.
We just
Exactly.
all got to just kind of learn to just read the comments and be like, that's what they believe.
Let it be. Yeah.
There's no point in arguing it and getting into it. Yeah. We're here for this reason. And, so that's my opinion. You kind of just got to be passive about that kind of thing, because it's an uphill battle.
Exactly. That's why I deal with it most of the time. It's sometimes, like
Yeah.
tonight, I slipped up, but most times I'm quiet and I sit back and let it be said. Right.
And that's what I'm saying. Like Euler Greg says, it's not hard at all, but in most cases it's subconscious. People don't realize they're even doing it.
Exactly. You got it. At least you know. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's a deeply held belief, and their beliefs are being challenged, and it's a natural reaction to stand up for your beliefs. It's natural. But when we're all trying to unite for the truth,
Yes.
all it's doing is tearing us down.
No, it's like I try not to. And thank you, Kimberly. I love you too. I love everybody.
I
I
am
love everybody,
adding.
no
I
matter
am
what.
adding quantum effects to the stage. Hey, quantum.
Like I said
Thanks,
the other night, I love everybody no matter what.
Quantum, give me 1 second. LJ wanted to say something right before you came in. I'm
Okay.
sorry, LJ. What were you going to
Yeah,
say?
it's getting a little bit on that bunny trail of what he was talking about. Now, I'm not putting the Bible neither here nor there. Just in my own head, apart from anything, the idea of an Earth being millions or billions of years old, in my opinion, is ridiculous on its face. For instance, the crust of the Earth is only a couple miles thick, and then below that, it's molten, rock. It's liquid rock. If the Earth were millions or billions of years old, that would have cooled, and we would have a solid Earth. And then there are, of course, fossils. And the way fossils are formed rapidly, they're not formed slowly. They're formed very rapidly when something suddenly gets buried in mud and then the minerals are replaced. So that's a sudden, quick happening. For instance, there's a leather hat, a leather cowboy hat that got fossilized in a cave. Well, had that taken thousands of years to form, the leather would have rotted and it couldn't have formed. And those are just two examples. And this was just me using my own head. It wasn't because science told me this or the Bible told me that. I just looked at it and said, that's ridiculous. And carbon dating has been proven false time and time and time again. So really, it should be ignored.
I agree with that.
So anyway, that's all I had to say about that. That's all.
No, I agree.
Yeah,
I agree with all that.
Yeah.
And okay, quantum dropped out.
Uh-oh.
I don't know if it was an accident. What happened? I don't see him in the chat. Oh no, what is happening?
No reason for him to leave.
There he is. He's back. He's back.
Okay. There's no reason for him to leave. No one said nothing bad.
Welcome back, quantum. So you want to throw in your advice?
Wait, so what are we giving advice for? I forgot.
Oh boy.
People getting along and not arguing over stupid things.
Oh, it's so funny because earlier I posted a thing on Reddit saying, like why is anyone bothered to like argue with people about this at this point? It's like so pointless because, like I said, people just believe what they're going to believe, especially a stranger on the internet. I understand if it's like a family member, but if it's like a stranger on the internet, there's like no point of arguing with them because like you don't even know the person. They're most likely could be a bot, might not even be a real person.
Yeah. They could be playing a character on YouTube.
Yeah, it's like and I said because the Mandela Effects subreddit is like full of trolls and it's like 90%. And I even asked, I was like, why did any of you even still bother to go on there? Because all they do is like troll it, like because there's one like subreddit where we can talk about it, but I just don't understand the point. Like I understand if you're trying to like if it's like a family member, like I get that, because if it's like I can understand that more.
I need to interrupt you for 1 second. I'm talking about like here on the panels in the community here.
So you mean like if somebody comes in here and trolls? Is that what you're talking about?
No, I'm talking about like, sorry, Splatter, it happened tonight. So I'm talking about like LJ was sharing that she believes the Earth is a globe, and Splatter made a comment that it's a fact that it's flat. So
right.
then it's like a subconscious, like he's just got to say it because he's got to stand up for his beliefs. And it's not just him; it's all of us. We all done it at one point or another, at some point. So that's what I'm more talking about, not like the outer internet, but like here.
Okay, I'm sorry, I didn't really say.
I know it's okay.
What was I gonna say? Yeah, so like.
It's good advice.
Yeah, what was I gonna say? For that, it's like it's even a fact. Like the first 7 years, like somebody's born like in life, like that's where they get their programs from, like how life is. So whatever they're going to believe, it's kind of like they feel strongly about it. And so, of course, they're going to be, I don't know, someone might be triggered if they really feel like strongly about it, regardless, no matter what it is. That's just how it is. That's why people deny it, no matter how much evidence in their face they have. Because, all right, so let's be real. We've been told most of our life these things like this are impossible, right? So, like, even if, like, all the evidence could be right in front of their face, they still don't see it because just how they're programmed and wired. They're too focused on, like, how the way they were taught. So it challenges their beliefs. So.
I agree, and that's why. Oh, God, Splatter.
Cognitive dissonance. That's what it is.
Yeah.
Yes, and I would also say oppositional defiance.
That too.
Yeah, it's like I show my brother it, and he's he's always taught stuff like this is kind of like, and I show him, and he's like, he gets like intrigued by it. He's like, oh, like interesting, and then all of a sudden he just folds, like goes back to square one because he just can't handle it. I'm not trying to be like insulting, but it's just because he's not dumb or anything. He's smart, but it's just something that he's just not able to grasp right now. So it's whatever.
Yeah,
and I'm okay with it. It's like we don't have to talk about it.
Exactly. That's what I say. Just let it go and move on.
And it's not always easy to do that, though. That's the problem, because, like I said, we're going. Like I know I sound like I'm going in circles. It's subconscious sometimes.
Yeah.
And I guess what I'm asking people to do to unite the community is to be more conscious of when you feel that way and reacting.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I mean, I got like that. I mean, remember the troll that came in like a month ago? I had to leave because I didn't want to hear him. I was doing, and everybody else like having fun with it. But I found it to be like annoying what he was doing. So I was like, I gotta leave because I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear him. It's like it's the same shit. I'd seen it coming from a mile away. He's like, I don't know what the Mandela Effect is. He's like, what is this? I'm like, you're on a channel that talks about it. You had to hear it at some point, and then you even admitted that you heard about it. So I knew he was lying, so I just left. It's like I didn't want to hear his bullshit, so I was just, and he was like doing everything that they would do, but like I said, if you're trying to like get people in the community to talk about it, then yeah, because this is a place to do it. So if you try to talk about a family member who don't want to talk about it, you come here. So it's like, and if this gets challenged, it gets I can see why it gets annoying. So
that guy has been back on the show since then too.
He has? Since when?
Yeah. No, he didn't do anything as major, but he's been back.
Yeah, they have a lot of time.
What happened? What are you guys talking about? Who hasn't been back?
He has been back. The troll that bothered him, he's been back since then.
Oh, okay. That's not good.
They have a lot of time.
He was back briefly. He didn't do anything as major.
No. You sound like a grown man too. It's funny. It's like even grown people do that.
UberTuber says it was brought to the court of law, and the court decided that the Earth is not round.
I don't even care if it is or not.
That's true. I've seen that court case. Yeah, they won in court.
Welcome to the 1500 Club. Oh wait! Oh my gosh! Accidentally took off to Travis Joe. 1 second.
Oh no!
Sorry, Travis Joe. That was an accident. My chat jumped. So welcome to the 1500 Club, UberTuber, and welcome back to Travis Joe.
Is Mr. Super Sidewater still here? He was in the chat.
He was a few minutes ago. Hi, Maria. Maria's here as well.
Well, Sandy,
and Amelia snuck in. I'm sorry, and they asked me. Oh my gosh, I'm missing names on my list. Good. Go ahead, LJ.
Well, I don't know how much truth you feel it's realistic that we will unite on. To me, the most I think I could hope for us to unite on is just simply that the Mandela Effect is happening. I don't know beyond that point how much truth we can ever unite on.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean,
It's different theories everywhere. I mean, about it. As long as they
the
know,
last.
that's what matters.
Oh no, I'm sorry. I was gonna say the last thing I want to do is tell people they can't talk about certain subjects. Like I don't want to do that. Like I want us to look at other subjects. But when we look at other subjects, for me,
It
the
turns
only
into a
way
debate.
to get to the bottom of the truth is to discuss everything.
I
And
agree.
when we discuss everything, that's when the problems happen. That's when the emotions kick in and people, their beliefs come out as I'm right, you're wrong.
Yeah, and
And
it's just the
Their
human way.
ego.
It's just natural.
Everybody
right,
has.
it's natural, but all I'm asking is people try to control it and try to recognize when you're doing it. That's all.
Exactly. Yeah, I know. I know. I admit it.
Yeah, I mean, I left the other one. The sub, like, troll came in. I just left. I didn't even have to stay. I mean,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like that was
Well,
good.
Splatter can't do that. He's my co-host.
Well, then I don't know. I mean, you could
Yeah,
ban
I know.
the
That's why.
guy.
That's why. I just,
You could have banned him, right? I
that's why I
mean,
just sit back and be quiet most times and let people just,
I was the co-host, but I mean, could you guys ban him earlier? I mean, I don't know. Or you were just
Oh
trying.
no, see, what you don't understand is I have a feeling I may know who it is.
You're trying to figure more out about him.
Yes, I
Yeah.
was. That was more of like an investigative thing, and
Oh yeah, at that time. Yeah, I got it. Yeah.
yeah, and then he just made it funny, so I had to make a video.
Yeah, I was like, I would have, like, honestly, if I stayed, I would have asked like the most obvious questions. Of, like, I mean, you guys were doing it anyway, where he just had to answer. I mean, like, he didn't even know what Fruit of the Loom was, right? I'm like, how do you not, dude? It's an on, like, it's how do you not know what it is? Like, it's
Yeah. Then I mentioned Febreze, and he goes, "Oh, I use discount laundry detergent."
yeah, okay,
What?
It's like, hello, that's a spray,
Yeah,
not
that's
laundry
it.
detergent.
Yeah,
pretty
exactly.
cheap. Also, the underwear is pretty cheap. Fruit of the Loom. There's no knockoff brands that are like, I don't know, it's pretty cheap underwear.
Yeah,
Good
that
night,
dude was an
noise
idiot.
guru.
So it's ridiculous.
Sandy always faults on the side of being patient, kind, polite.
Yeah, I mean, me, I'm more like quiet, and I just kind of like sit back, let them. I don't know, but
Brother Greg, enjoy your beer. Yeah, I just felt we needed to talk about it. I mean, it's been on my mind for a little while.
yeah,
Like, I'm constantly having to break up fights anymore.
Yeah.
It seems like every show there's at least one argument, and
yeah. Notice.
yeah,
I've
but
noticed like crazy.
yeah, but for it to have happened on Ray's show too, over something like how a car works, like
Yeah,
I guess it could be in Mandela that a car works differently in your reality where you
yeah,
don't need oil in your engine. I guess that could be in Mandela, but for the most part, it's an empirical fact of how a car works.
yeah. I mean,
Like
not everything's a Mandela, and some people, I feel like they try to, they're like desperate to find changes, and they just try to, but like it could be like this. Yeah, I just noticed
and
that
that's the issue with the Mandela is that
they're desperate to find it. They're like, oh, I
or
found it.
it's like I was explaining on the last show. There was a Mandela effect that I only found one residue for, and it took a year to find it.
Right.
And now, when I brought it up on the last show, a few people did remember it like I did. But when I first presented it, I was alone. And
Yeah.
I know it was different for me. It
I,
100% was home baked pumpkin pie.
Oh, okay.
one thing I gotta say though, I've noticed like with a lot of Mandela effect people, even if they're affected, they will still like dismiss certain Mandela effects that they're not affected by. Like I've noticed that, and I find that like really weird because I would think at this point they should understand that not everyone's affected by the same shit.
I
Exactly.
agree, and that's what I was talking about earlier. I said it even
Yeah.
happens in the Mandela community. Yes.
That's how it works, and that's why it's so well hidden. Because what if anyone think about it? If everyone remembered the same exact thing, wouldn't it be like well more obvious, and like the world would be more in chaos if they wake up and all these things?
Hmm.
It's like it wouldn't work. So
And I think
yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned that because
Yeah.
I think that is why there's those core Mandela effects from the beginning. It was meant to snap us out of it.
Yeah.
It put us in chaos. It's exactly what it did. And
Hmm.
that's why it was just this or that, this or that, this or that, 10
Yeah.
things. And it was meant to wake up the masses.
Yeah, so I'm going to say, so like for example, like the anatomy changes, most doctors are going to remember. I'm not saying there isn't any that don't, but like the surgeons, they're going to remember the current realities like anatomy because they have to. But does that mean that they're not affected? No, they can be affected by things that are not important to them, like geography, like
That's
things
a
like
good
that.
one, you know.
Yeah.
Because
So
what if a surgeon doesn't realize that something is moved,
yeah,
and then they
gonna
dig
screw
in
up.
and it's not there, you know?
Yeah.
Like,
There are some
No,
nurses out there. Yeah.
They
I
have
believe
to.
they
I've had
take
a
the
nurse.
update. I believe they take the update.
they
And
have to.
Well, some don't. Some don't.
Yeah, like I would say like the former doctors, like who are not no longer in the medical field, most likely, because if they're not in the medical field anymore, then it doesn't matter like as much because it's okay. But if it's like current, like no, they have to. I mean, unless they're gonna, I don't see why they would remember it the way it
They
was.
could adjust.
I
They
don't
could
know.
adjust
All right.
pretty
I
easily.
do have something to say to this. So, again, this is going to be from my belief perspective. Okay.
All right.
So, I've said this many times. I believe that it's Jesus that gives us the eyes to see the Mandela effect. Okay. I
Okay.
believe it's possible that Jesus doesn't want to harm a patient on a table and does not give the eyes for the surgeon to see the Mandela effect so that the patient remains safe. They take the update.
Right.
I believe that could be why the surgeons that are practicing take the updates because it keeps people safe.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
that's
Yeah.
just my theory.
some nurses have come out and said something. So,
Yeah.
and they actually remember like what I remember. So they're not
Yes,
lying or
but a
anything.
nurse isn't cutting open a patient.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nurses,
It's like they're
No,
not.
yeah.
but they
It's
could
not as
adjust.
important.
Like they could remember but adjust
Yes.
to the new. They could just learn and keep quiet because they're earning a lot of money. And it's the same with, other things that we can't talk about, why they would keep quiet because they're earning money and they don't want to lose their job. So and they also don't want to be taken to a mental facility. So like most regular people in jobs are not going to really be talking about this because it's very serious. Like you could be, well, at least in Australia, I don't know, America, you guys have like conferences and stuff about this, but in Australia, like, if you start talking about this stuff, they're really going to think something's wrong with you. Like, especially if you're at work, like they're going to be, getting you help and stuff. Like, or you wouldn't be able to work. They would just fire you straight up. You know what I mean? Like, you can't be saying that stuff.
I do, and that is
So,
why Americans will say to every other free country, you do not have freedom of speech.
Yeah.
yeah, we don't. No.
I mean,
Especially
Like
even
you may have some freedom of speech, but you don't have freedom of speech like we do. And
No.
until recently, even now on YouTube, we don't have freedom of speech like we used to.
No.
No.
yeah. There's like that guy talking about, I'm not going to get too much into it, but like 9/11 and his theories. And they said he was hate speech, what he was saying. And I'm like, he was just
Oh my
talking
God.
about like the building and stuff. Like, I don't see how that's hate speech. So it's like they just try to censor everything. Like, you can't even talk about it. So,
And with the way I see it, they wouldn't censor something that wasn't true, and they wouldn't censor something that they don't want you to know.
like, why do they care
No.
so much? That's what I say if it isn't the truth. Like,
Mm.
it's, they make it more obvious when they do
Yes.
that. Just,
Mm.
I don't know.
I agree.
Jose, are you still with us?
Jose, can you see?
Yeah, I'm lurking. I'm
You're working.
I'm
All right,
lurking on a live show. It's different.
lurking
I,
on a
I,
live show.
yeah, I'm not typing or anything, but I'm listening to you guys. It's like you guys are correct. You guys are all correct, but we're wrong. Can I? That's it. Everybody has different beliefs. I have my own beliefs. I get my own trolls. Sandy gets his own trolls. Splatter has his own trolls. According to the trolls, we're all wrong. So I'm wrong. I'm not going to fight because of what my beliefs are.
No.
You know, it's like
Mhm.
people need to
Oh yeah.
consider themselves that we all come from different places.
Yeah,
We
you
all
gotta live and
have
let
different memories,
live and
and
Yeah.
we
let
all
be, right?
and we all disagree, but we need to agree. There's a middle point.
Yeah.
Somebody's wrong, and somebody is not learning from it because they're wrong, and we all know
We're all
that
right and
person
we're
is
all wrong.
wrong,
Do it.
but that person is right according to them. Just
Yeah.
like Splatter, he's gonna fight you to death because he's right. According to him, he's correct. He has evidence, he has facts, and we all agree it because we don't want to fight with Splatter. We know better. He's very violent. No,
Oh,
but
come
No, he's
on.
not.
no,
He's joking.
but Sandy,
I'm a puppy.
you have noticed that we all have different memories about one Mandela effect. One
Yes,
Mandela effect that you show on your program, and you see different answers, right?
all the time.
Yeah.
Yep.
That means we all come from different places, different timelines. Your mind is recording different events. So when you get here, wherever we're at right now, you bring those memories with you. As you notice, I put Sag, arm, and a little earth. That's where I come from. I come from the Sagittarius arm where the sun was orange, reddish. Okay, so my memories come from that timeline, and I'm here
Me,
now.
me
But
too, Sam.
yeah, we all have different color suns. Somebody has yellow suns, somebody has black suns, purple suns, green suns. I can't
Um,
dispute that because I wasn't there. I haven't seen it for myself, but I have to believe that person because they were there. Just like
Yes.
Jackie, she's fighting, arguing. This is not true. This is what I believe, and she's set on her ways. And we all have to respect that. So that's all I ask is we need to respect each other. That's why we have this channel. We have to respect to different ideas, and we need to figure this out because, like you said, Sandy, it's all confused, and the devil or whoever's doing it is doing a good job and looking at us. We're always fighting every week. I see a
That's
fight, and
right.
it makes me sad
Yeah, I
because
Me
agree.
too.
we're not getting anywhere. We're just going backwards,
yep.
and everybody's leaving. It's like, what happened to the Mandela effect? Oh, we couldn't agree.
Yeah.
Well, that's
We're,
what the Mandela effect is.
we're
It,
walking backwards down the stairs trying to get higher.
yeah, we're trying to understand something that never happened before. So we're here to help each other, not fight each other.
Absolutely. That was really good, Jose. Thank you.
Yeah. Well said.
Yeah.
Or reminds
You're,
me of that Twilight Zone episode. The aliens make everyone fight each other or
he's a
something.
wordsmith.
And I apologize to the chat that I haven't been keeping tabs with most of the chat. I'm sorry.
You've been distracted.
I've been very distracted tonight.
Hello, Bomber.
And
Hello, people.
Bomber's here. Hey,
Yeah,
Bomber. I
Bomber's
gotta add
here.
Bomber to my list. I did get Maria and Uber Tuber and Woo Riders and Mr. Super and Fast Hammy
Wendy
and
B.
Emilius. Huh?
Wendy B.
I got Wendy way earlier. She's been here a
Okay.
while.
Oh yeah. Okay. I wasn't sure.
Okay, Quantum is here twice. I gotta add Quantum to the stage and remove Quantum from the
Yeah.
stage.
I lost track in the chat too.
Sorry.
It's okay. But Is there anything you guys want to talk about that's off subject? Because we do
We
have to
always
start
keep it
winding down
rolling.
because I have 2 shows tomorrow night.
Off subject, hell, like nothing to do with this.
Yeah, like
I
if
mean,
you
I
want to talk
guess,
about
yeah.
specific Mandelas or anything like that.
Well,
Um,
yes. S
LJ?
wing or each wing hammers.
What is it?
What?
It's a brand of hammers, and they're solid metal. They don't
Oh yeah,
have
yeah,
a
yeah.
wooden handle or a plastic handle.
Yeah, that's what my dad gave me. He handed me down from his grandfather. I had that.
Okay, so what were they called for you, Splatter? What was the name of them?
East Wing.
East Wing. Okay, because I was watching a YouTuber that I like to watch that he mostly does garbage picking and he does other things too. But anyway, he found an Est Wing hammer and he read it and he said, you know, I always thought this was East Wing. So I looked it up. Well, the Google said it was East Wing, but when you look it up, it's Est Wing, and it was named after a guy named Est Wing. But in some places, it's listed as East Wing, and Splatter remembers it as East Wing, but now it's Est Wing.
Okay, weird. That's a Mandela.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember that.
I
Yeah.
think I have one to say. I don't know if people might know this one.
Okay.
It's Jack Ruby. I think I told you, Sandy, about him.
You did. But before you
Yeah.
go further,
Sorry.
before you do anything, LJ, if you can send me a message in email just summarizing that again, I can look into it and present it. With residue and
Just
stuff.
look up EST, Est Wing, and East Wing hammers.
S and East. Okay, I got it.
Yeah, the name of the person is supposed to be Est Wing.
Weird.
But the guy, Tucker Upper, found one. And he was all excited about it. And he goes, Est Wing. He said, I always thought that was East Wing.
I'd have to look at it.
I think it probably was East Wing. I think it probably was East Wing, and now it's Est Wing.
Yeah. But we're talking about 30-year memory for me. But I just remember my dad had that, right? So, and it was handed me, yeah.
But when I looked it up, I was getting conflicting information. I was getting something saying it was East Wing and something saying it was Est Wing. And I asked how it got named, and it was named for a person named Est Wing, but it still was coming up on some places as East Wing.
Wow.
Okay, so you remember S, EST.
Yeah.
Okay, I wanted to make sure. I'm doing the search right now just so I have the search written out and that way I remember. Okay, thank you. And Quantum, please continue.
All right, so what year do you guys remember like Jack Ruby dying?
Est Wing hammer. Okay.
If you can think of it.
In the chat, please answer if you have a memory. What year or approximate year do you remember Jack Ruby dying?
I don't know if I can see the chat.
I can see the chat.
Who is
I'll
that?
put it on screen.
I don't even know who that is.
Jack
It's
Ruby
a guy who
is the
shot
man.
Leo Riadmo.
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm just looking it up now.
That looks good.
Oh yeah, too old. I'm trying so hard to have an experience where I'm like, oh yeah, that person died years ago, but every time someone dies, I'm like, who the hell is that? So I don't know. Yeah, people I know just don't die really. Like apart from like Heath Ledger and Robin Williams and stuff. I mean, they're still in the ground. So I don't know. I don't.
No, you stumped me with that one.
That'd be interesting if Robin Williams came back or something. I mean, that'd be a trip. Or Heath Ledger.
Amazing.
Or like the Glee cast. A few of them died too. So I know, like, I know people have died. It's just that it's, I feel like every week someone's. Anyway, it doesn't matter.
I have to address the chat. People are actually asking who's Jack Ruby. Jack Ruby is the man who shot Lee Harvey Oswald.
How do you know? Who?
Oh yeah, right, yeah. Now
in the JFK assassination.
Yeah, I remember now. I forgot.
I
'Cause,
don't
like-
know the exact year, but it was very shortly after the JFK shooting in my memory.
yeah,
I was too little to actually remember it, but from my understanding of it, it was not very long after.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say at the latest 1965. At the latest.
That's
But
crazy.
I would say,
Yeah, he was shot in November, so the Ruby thing probably happened like 2 or 3 months after that, if that.
no, I do remember him going to trial.
Wait, so did anyone say a year or anything in the chat? I don't see
Yes,
it.
it was 1963 because it was the year I was born. I was 22 days old when Kennedy got killed.
So
Yeah, Christine Lynn said 1963, question
Yeah.
marks.
That's
should I
right.
say what year I remember now at this point? I mean,
Yes, you are
all
welcome
right. So
to, yeah.
I remember him, like, obviously I wasn't around that time, but like I remember researching him and I saw that he died in like 1987, and it was like 20 years after the JFK assassination and how he shot Oswald. So someone on Reddit said it too, and I was like, I remember him dying like years later. I was like, yeah, because I also remember there was like interviews with him as like an old man, like on YouTube, seeing him like because he was in prison. So like I remember him dying like at least 20 years after now. I mean now it's like he's died way earlier, but I remember he died in like 1987.
That's really interesting because my memory is that he shot Oswald and the police or whomever shot him dead right then, right at the time that he shot
Really?
Oswald. Ruby died the same day. Yeah.
It's crazy. Yeah. So like
Didn't he-
there was a handful of people that do remember like him dying much later, but like I remember seeing like interviews with him like as an old man like on the screen, but he's now you can't find obviously you can't find it because he died in like 67 now. So
My brother was old enough to be in school, and they came on the school intercom and they said, when you go home tonight, your parents are going to have something to tell you. So that's, and I was like 3, so I was too young to really be aware of it. We went on a vacation in the 60s. I don't know exactly what year. And we were in Texas, and I just remember my mom pointing up. There was a red circle drawn on the window where Oswald supposedly shot from. And she said, oh, that's where the man was that shot Kennedy. And I don't really remember Kennedy. The first president I remember was Johnson. But that's my only connection to it.
yeah. It was just beyond crazy because I was like looking at it, I was like, no, like I know because there was like interviews with him, like like quite a few, but now it's like there's none because he's only died a few years later. And there's like, if there is an interview, it's like a voice message and it's black and white. It's all like, it's crazy. But I haven't heard anyone really that I know that remembers the same thing.
In 1964, the latest for Jack Ruby to be shot.
No.
And for me, it's 1965-ish because I do remember him going to trial.
Yeah.
But I remember the same thing happening to him that happened to Lee Harvey Oswald.
You got shot?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the only thing I know for sure is that I was on my mama's lap when Kennedy was killed. And I was like 21 or 22 days old. It was 1963. That I know.
Yeah, so it's like
But that's just Kennedy.
I think before the other when he died older, like I think it was just like natural causes or he had like cancer or something, but now it's like he died like pretty young. I think in prison.
So Bobby Kennedy was killed in like 69, I believe.
Yeah.
Morgan, no one's saying you're fighting. Morgan's saying he's trying not to fight.
So I guess that's a time Mandela effect because his death's now at a different time from what I remember, but I don't know.
Yes, Quantum. Can I chime in a little bit? 2 cents?
Yeah, sure.
maybe 3 cents.
On screen.
Yeah, that's a perfect example. I bet you 95% of the chat, they're gonna say, they shot him just like Oswald. But in your memory, where you came from, where according to your timeline and your facts, you're saying that That's not true,
Yeah.
right? So
Yeah.
that's a fact for you. That's a fact. But for us, it's a different fact. That's why the Mandela effect is so hard to understand.
Yeah.
That we all come from different realities. Everybody has to respect our memories because according to me, according to you, that's a real fact. And nobody can change your mind about it because you were there. You saw it. That is proof. But you cannot prove it here because it doesn't exist.
Exactly. That's like, yeah. That's just so annoying.
I mean,
Yeah.
it's like I'm fine with it because it's like I know I remember it, like true, like even if it doesn't exist anymore.
Okay.
And if someone don't remember it, it's fine. I mean, I'm fine with that.
Okay, let me be a troll. Where is your proof? Why are you saying that he died in 1987? You're lying to me. You know, I could be a troll.
Yeah, I mean,
because
I don't know.
you have no proof. You can't back it up.
You can't prove
William
something that don't exist anymore.
Ruby died of cancer.
Yeah.
I never heard of that. No.
Yeah.
He did, and like where I'm.
But for Wheeler Greg, it's true. Sorry, go ahead.
Yeah.
On him.
Yeah, it's like he did die. I think it was the same cause, but it was just much later. Like he was older, but yeah, you're right. I mean, I don't have proof. I mean, that's where residue comes in. I mean, that's where we can kind of show the proof. But even for them, that's not enough. I mean, but like I said, it doesn't really matter. I mean, I know what I saw, so it's okay.
We all agree that Jack Ruby killed Oswald in the crowded people, right?
Yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah, I think so.
And I had this memory that with Maria. I remember film footage of Ruby getting shot. Has that disappeared now? Apparently so. I'll have to look into it.
Yeah.
I may have like misunderstood, like a documentary I saw. I may have just like not been paying attention properly or something because I thought that they didn't know who did it. I watched a documentary maybe like 2018 and they were trying to figure out who did it, but maybe I just didn't understand because I do remember them saying that JFK was shot from a building like high up, like from like a window, and I think that's what Oswald did. Or
No,
like
he didn't.
so they say.
Actually, we just came up with proof that NBC had that showed Oswald outside the building when it happened. So it wasn't Oswald shot Kennedy.
Oswald has been exonerated by NBC footage that they withheld for all these years.
Yeah.
But Jack is right. What was presented to us for years and years was that he was high up in that window, and they had that red circle up permanently up in the window where, to keep the story going that he had
exactly.
shot.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah.
I never believed he did it. Like, if he did,
I didn't either. I
never did.
And we should show the presentation.
I mean,
presentation on it.
If he did do it, I was like, I didn't really. Even if he was like one of the shooters, I was like, well, he's obviously not the only one involved. I mean, there's definitely more to the story. That's what I was thinking.
Was that line on the curb where the car stopped? It was, it stopped on purpose for the shot to happen, and then it kept going again.
Plus, that assassination changed. I mean, now it's like I remember him getting shot once, Kennedy. Now it's twice. It's crazy.
Well, the whole thing now it's all hogwash. Yeah, I guess the original film was footage. The original film footage was black and white. And I watched the black and white footage over and over for years, and all of a sudden it changed the color, and there's 6 people in the car, and my mind went, "What the hell?"
I don't remember 6 people. That's crazy. There's a lot of residue with that, though. I know for a fact.
It was black and white. It doesn't make sense for it to have gone to color. And this is just a side note of trivia. They presented in the news like everybody universally mourned, and it was such a sad time, and it was for a lot of people. But what they don't show in the media, like I remember my dad telling stories about people that were jumping up and down and saying they finally got that B word, mustard with a B on the beginning. So a lot of people were kind of happy about it, but you never heard that in the media. They would never tell you that a large percentage of people weren't too upset about it.
Yeah, my mom said that a lot of people actually didn't like Kennedy too much. Like, people did, like they loved him. A lot of people, but a lot of people didn't.
Right, a lot of people did, but
same with like Trump. A lot of people like him. A lot of people hate him.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Plus, he was very I mean, his dad was like one of the, I don't know, like pretty
Oh,
corrupt
no.
too. I mean, all
I
of
need
them.
to interrupt. I'm sorry. I need to interrupt. I need to
Yeah.
interrupt. I'm so sorry. I got a donation an hour and a half ago.
Oh no.
Oh no. They didn't tell me. Oh no.
Hey,
I
Sandy,
feel so bad. Huh?
Sandy, you're behind too. An hour and a half ago, I sent you a video so you can show on your show.
That's because my phone's on silent. I know. I saw it. I saw
My
it.
goodness.
Oh no. Okay, wait. In the chat, I know this person. This is gonna drive me insane. Give me a minute. I gotta look. Give me a minute. Give me a minute, guys. I don't mean I have to interrupt for this. I'm sorry. Because I've been told before. Oh gosh, it's not here. I don't know who this is. I know who this is. I know the name, but I don't know the name in the chat. And I don't want, I don't want to say their name if they don't give me permission. So, guys, in the chat, if you're here still an hour and a half later and you send a donation, please let me know. Because I don't want to, give out your real name because that would be horrible. I feel bad. Anybody?
What?
No, not you guys. The chat. Whoever. I'm trying to find out who donated, username wise.
Oh, okay. I faded away for a second there. I was in a daydream.
Like, I know this person. I know their real name. But I don't know. I don't know the username. Like, is it? Yeah, it shows. No, this shows their real name. I want the username.
That's the way it usually is.
That's the problem.
And you don't want to tell the name.
Yeah, it's like, for example,
Yeah.
Splatter's name obviously is not Splatter. Okay? Let's say Splatter donated.
Really, I thought it was.
Well, yeah, I actually thought about legally changing it.
All right, Sag Arm we know is Jose, okay? But if I got a donation from Sag Arm and I didn't know him, and it said donation from Jose, I'd be like, who's Jose? You see what I'm saying? But I know Jose.
Yeah, or
I
which
know this
Jose,
person's name from the they've donated before, but I can't place their name with their username.
Yeah,
what does Splatter
there's like
mean?
10 Jose's in your chat.
I mean,
like, which Jose is it?
Oh, you know what I'm gonna do? I am going to put. Does anybody have 24 in their username? I know Kenraz is DD74. Oh, I'm just gonna put their initials. We're doing a thank you, people. And I gotta put them in the thing. And I should have had my ticker going all night pushing buttons. I feel awful.
You're slacking.
I am slacking. It was because, well, tonight was a good conversation.
It was. It's been a great show so far.
It's been interesting. Interesting.
I appreciate you saying that because I was very scared to do this show.
Yeah. Well, I don't blame you.
Scared.
Well,
like I said,
off great.
You have a hard task.
And then went back to being good again.
What are you scared of?
Backlash.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, I mean, you're trying to, unite like 10 or 15 communities that are very different that just have a lot of overlap, because we've all kind of been lumped into the conspiracy theory, or a lot of the community, whether it's Mandela or Mud Flood or elves or whatever, I mean, like all this stuff just kind of gets lumped into one, And so, you're trying to unite all these communities, and it's nearly an impossible task, probably. So
I wouldn't
you've
say
done a great job
impossible.
handling it so far.
It's all supernatural. I feel like they would come to it easily.
The CIA came up with the term conspiracy theory.
I love that term. Isn't that great?
Yeah, I do too. Like I've embraced it. Like I'm totally a conspiracy theorist or a truther, or like I like the term conspiracy theorist because it can incorporate anything. Anything that's not mainstream believed. It's conspiracy. Whether it's political or religious or just everyday life. Like Mandela. It all gets lumped in together.
I'm sorry to interrupt. I'm doing it.
Okay.
Thank you so much. And if I find out who you are, I'll do it again.
Oh, you don't know yet?
Thank you so much to LMT24. I'm just using their initials. Okay, wait. I have a question to ask. Is there anyone? Does anyone in the chat? And it's gonna sound bad, but with, like, think of like a with poo in the name.
Oh God.
No, like in a cute way. Like some people say. Trust me, it's in a cute way. It's not in a yucky way. It's in a cute way.
Yucky?
Wait, General Sorrow, is this you? General Sorrow, are you LMT? Because if so, I gotta change the ticker. I gotta change the ticker if it's General Sorrow.
No, it's saying no. It's not him.
Okay. Okay, I just thought, but
Is that you?
Jose sent me a video he wants to share. I'm sending it to you on Messenger.
Messenger, okay. It always helps when you tell me where you're going to send it.
Yes, because it is actually a video. It's not like a link.
Oh, okay.
And I want to apologize ahead of time. I just couldn't help it.
Okay. He's apologizing ahead of time, everyone. And I'm just pulling up all the JFK stuff I have. We'll just do the JFK stuff tonight. I have the Lee Harvey Oswald one, which is more, it was photos and me. I asked a question and then just me talking about a theory, and my memories did not match. You'll find out.
Crazy. He was only 24. It's insane.
Who was only 24?
Okay.
Lee Harvey Oswald.
That's interesting because LNT is 24.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Uh-oh.
I just wrote it.
Nice.
Tiniest Squish. Are you LMT? Wait, I know who that is. They are a friend from here and a couple other chats going back a few years. You know the initials LMT?
I guess we need the voice on this, right?
Yes. Can I ask Quantum a question about JFK? I just heard him say that he remembers 6 people.
Yes.
No, that's weird. No, it's 4 people.
Yeah, but let me blow your mind because I remember a black and white film, and I remember a white car, not a black. And I remember 3 people: Jackie,
wow.
Kennedy and the driver.
Wow.
And I have videos about it in my
No, that's weird.
Archives.
That's a weird.
You say you remember a white car?
Yes, a white car with 4 doors.
Not 4 people?
Not 4 people, only 3. A driver, Jackie, and JFK. That's what my memory is. And I have videos about it of what I made videos about it of my Earth, of all the logos that I remember and all the events that I remember. It's all documented in my channel because it doesn't match other people. And that's how I understood the Mandela effect, that we all come from different places. We all have different memories and we understand it differently.
Right. And we all have to deal with it.
Yeah. If you listen to Stavely, you're going to listen to him and you're going to believe him and you're going to go with him because that's what he believes. And he has a big crowd.
Well, no.
And everybody else has different.
Not always. You can listen to people and still not believe what they believe.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, but he has a big following too.
He's done, I think.
Yeah, he's long gone.
Why'd he go?
Because he got bored of himself.
Well, he actually stated it was also the arguing that we were addressing tonight.
He couldn't take it. Really, trolls.
He just got sick of it. He was like, "I'm done."
Yeah, I mean,
and he also got a regular job.
He got really triggered a lot. It was.
Like,
I understand. He was going overboard. I'm like, all right, dude, like, come on.
Hold on for a second, guys. Tiniest squish. Yes, if it's they're in our chat, so you're just posting what they it's normally them. I would much rather like to thank the person that people know. It's not like it's meant, like, it doesn't say that it's anonymous. They just forgot to include their username.
Oh, but she told Chris says he knows who the person is, though.
And most likely when you type your username in that's in my chat, I'm like, oh yeah, like that.
Yes, Sandy, she says.
Yes, that's what she, and she said, should I post it here? Well, yeah, it's normally what they post in the chat, right? Just use the name that they post in the chat.
Yeah.
All right, let's put Jose's video up that he says, I'm sorry in advance. Let me get the thing down. Hold on. I'm going to get the link pinned in chat off the screen. And make it full screen. There we go. Okay, you're good to go. And guys, mute up, please.
This video has a disclaimer. This is for entertainment purposes only. These images could be disturbing. What do you think this is? A dirty tongue? Or maybe they're eating a chocolate cake? This is called Walk Hard. Don't get a dirty mind. It's Walk Hard Tea. It's hair growing inside your mouth, either by surgery or natural. If you get a stroke, this could happen to you. Or if you gotta get a skin graft, this could happen inside your mouth. This is gross. Here comes a little baby. Little infant mouth has hair on it. I never seen this before, so we must be, this is a different timeline. These are surgical. This video has a disclaimer. This is for entertainment purposes.
That is so gross. I've never seen that before. And I am going to share something.
Why would a surgeon do that? Why would a surgeon put in skin that had hair on it?
They take it off the leg or
Jesus
the buttocks.
Usually
That's
off
like
your
a
butt.
living hell, man. Oh my god.
It's usually off your butt. Yeah, I was told that when they almost took some of my skin.
Yeah, because they have cancer if you smoke or whatever. You get cancer, so they cut half of the tongue.
Patches of skin with no hair on it. Why would you choose an area with hair where you can grow skin in a dish and just use that skin?
That's nasty.
Kimberly says, "Ooh."
It looks like malpractice.
I don't know what you're talking about. That video made me hungry.
Oh.
Sorry, I said sorry ahead of time.
What's wrong with you guys?
It's okay. I want to say thank you to Lindsay Tribbett for the donation. That is the person's name from the chat, Lindsay Tribbett. Thank you so much. And SAG Arm, do you remember SAGG? Parody Mike is asking. It's on the screen.
No, just one G.
Just one G. For
Two T's.
Jose.
2 T's, 1 G.
I agree. That's why I remember too. But I also would do streams of Sagittarically Speaking, so I saw it all the time. So I may have taken an update.
Ooh.
That's the living hell. I better die if I had that. To be honest with
you. Before I go, can I say something? Just to say bye and thank you for having me and not banning me.
Wait a minute. So you're gonna give us that video, gross us all out, and then just leave?
Yeah.
That's how I roll, folks. That's how I roll.
Talk about having hair in your mouth. It's annoying, you know.
Yeah. Tried making it. I was like, oh man, I better wait till I eat or do something. But yeah, it was bad.
Next time you get a hair in your mouth, think of that.
When people want to stop eating, they can just watch that.
Yeah. What I wanted to collaborate it was that I wanted to answer Sandy's troll. Remember last month you had a troll, but see the way and Quantum, he left and so did I. I left and Pushin said he was a troll, and yeah, we all agree he was a troll and
I was investigating.
Yeah. That there are people that are coming to our channels and they want to help us. I'm sorry. They're trying to help us. To them, they're trying to help you, Sandy, because to them you're wrong, and you have been misinformed. That's why the trolls come to your channel, because to them they're trying to help us because we've been lied to. We're saying lies. So that's the way I took it. And I said, I need to understand why the prospect or their point of view of the troll, why they're coming to our channel when they don't see the Mandela Effect. And I saw a few psychiatrists videos when they say, oh, just like that movie, you're misinformed, you're remembering wrong, your memory's wrong. No, there's nothing wrong with my memory. I know what I know, and my beliefs are true because my memory is correct. I'm not crazy, and we all know, everybody here is not crazy, and that's what I want to leave and let you guys know. You guys are correct. Your memories are correct, but where we're at right now, it's wrong because we don't have no proof. All the proof stays behind. Just like all the logos that we remember, they all stay behind. So in my book, all the trolls that come to our channels, they're trying to help us because to them, we're wrong. They don't see what we see. That's why we need to stick together as a community, and we need to understand where they're coming from too, because they do have a brain just like we do, and we're all trying to prove a point.
Yeah, I agree. But I do want to say one thing.
Go ahead.
I think it's also possible that troll joined the live stream with the intention of recording it to expose us.
Yes.
But I made him look stupid, so he couldn't do it.
Yes, that's what they're trying to do. They're trying to prove us wrong because they're affected with the Mandela effect. Just like Stavely says, we're all affected, but everybody's in denial.
Yeah, he got caught. He got caught with the
You
song.
caught him. Yes, exactly. So he's afraid now. He's afraid because he knows he's affected, but he doesn't know how to deal with it because in his book, it's a lie.
Mm-hmm.
So we have to, to them, it's not real. So they're trying to help us, but to us, we're being attacked. They're attacking us. But why? We have facts, we have residue, we have proof, but to them, it's not good enough. Yeah, to them, it's not good enough. We're all liars, just like my family. They don't want to. They don't want to talk to me, and every time I go to their house, I cannot talk about the Mandela effect. I've been outcast. You don't see them coming to my house and say like, "Hey, I heard you have videos." No, they don't want to know. They don't want to know about my videos because I'm going to confuse them, or they know I'm crazy.
Yeah, that's harsh.
I'm an outcast. I've been alone for the 12 years. And my family, it's a big family. I have 7 brothers and sisters, and none of them calls me, hey, what's going on? So it's very hard.
I'm sorry.
We have us. We're your family now.
They're all in Colorado, California, Arizona, West Virginia.
Jose, I think it's showing that there's something deeper going on because you're obviously a very sweet, kind, and gentle person. And if you were my brother and I thought you were crazy, I would still love you because you're lovable. So I would still talk to you. I think you were crazy, but I'd still talk to you. But there's something about the Mandela effect that people put a wall up that's not even normal. It's totally not normal because your family should still love you even if they think you're crazy.
Definitely.
Yep.
I agree with that 1,000%.
Yeah,
they don't want to deal with it. That's how it is.
I don't have that option. My family's all dead. I'm the last one.
Well, it's just like they can't handle it. I don't know how to handle it.
That's why I have a secret life. I don't even attempt it.
Yeah, I don't care anymore what they think. I mean, they're fine with me. We get along. It's just I just never could talk about I don't want to hear it. Oh.
Yeah,
that's how it is.
I always bring it up.
The opposite.
They're fine with it
because I have no family.
They just call me a Wally. They just call me a Wally, and then they say, "Why not? Why not believe in that?" So yeah, they're fine with it.
Yeah, so
like if I say I believe in elves,
they nag on me about it or call me whatever, so I just bring it up whenever I feel like it.
Hey guys, we're actually gonna react to my video.
Yes.
No, I've sent it to you. It's a 45-minute video. We'll skip around it, but it's about the JFK car.
Another one?
I'm sending. Yeah, it's another one. It's actually it's instead of the JFK. I know. Instead of that presentation, we'll do the video because we have the thoughts and we have the live chat to see what people said, to see if anybody's answers change. I think that'd be kind of neat.
What about the Lee Harvey?
Yeah, I don't remember I said that. Yeah.
Oh no, we're doing the Lee Harvey. Don't you worry.
Okay. Just making sure.
Sandy.
Yes.
You go, okay.
Oh, can I tell you a synchronicity about tonight?
Yes. Just
make it quick.
I know Jose said he needed to go before.
Okay.
Jose, are you really going? Or are you staying?
No, I have to go because my phone is heating up and I'm almost out of battery. So I have a chunk of ice, and I've been trying to stay as long as I could, but 4.5 hours is my limit. You guys can go about 10 more hours.
No, we're not, because I have 2 shows tonight.
No.
2 shows tonight.
Yeah,
so we are definitely not.
Yeah, I'm ready, getting passed out, and I'm hungry, and old age.
I understand.
But thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. I've been reading the messages, and everybody sending their love, and thank so much, and I appreciate you guys, and we're in it together. Don't give up on us. That's what this show is about, and I believe in Sandy, and
I believe in you too.
Yeah, we need each other.
Well, yeah, we don't doubt you. You're a good dude.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. That's why I come here, and I want to introduce myself, and I want to show you guys that I'm for real, and my videos are for showing facts, but they're my facts, not for everybody. My channel is not for everybody. So
I want to see the video with the white car and the 3 people. That's interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, well, I was going to say, Jose, make sure you say goodnight in the chat before you go. So that way they can click on your profile pic and subscribe.
What the hell is that noise?
That's Jose.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, if you can post my link on your video, on your show, I'll appreciate it.
Yeah, but I was saying, if you just want to say goodnight in the chat, all they got to do is click on your profile pic and it'll take them. There you go.
Oh,
okay. See, now all they got to do is click on you and it comes up and says,
yeah, good channel.
It says go to channel.
Yeah. Okay. No, I appreciate.
That's what the wrenches are for.
Yeah, I'm pretty bad on computers, so I don't understand them. But I just want to say thank you. Thank you, guys. I feel the love, and I appreciate you guys, and thank you for, like I said, Mandela Effect saved my life, and I'm fighting for you guys, and I love you guys, and we need to stick together.
I couldn't agree more.
Yeah, exactly. I think we all agree on that for sure.
Okay. We love you too, and I thank you so much for coming on. I know. Are you getting less stage fright? Because I know it was hard at first.
Oh, I'm shaking like a like a leaf. I'm just shaking.
Oh, there's no reason. We're all friends. We're all family. You're fine. Yes.
Give me a few shows. I'll open up some more.
Yeah, I'm the same way. But yeah, I like you too, Tag Arm. You're great. I subbed to your channel a couple years ago, and you know, always watch the videos, and yeah.
Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. You're doing
a good thing. Yep.
Thank you. Okay. Good night, folks.
Bye.
Good night, Jose.
Bye bye. Good night, Jackie.
Good night, Sagon.
All right. So before we do anything, we're gonna do the Lee Harvey Oswald folder, and then I want you to go to Messenger. No, I'm gonna put it in the private chat. Okay. I'm gonna get it from Messenger. I meant to say I'm gonna get it from Messenger and put it in the private chat. It's a show I did with Brian.
Oh, okay.
Of just the JFK car. So before we get to JFK 1 and 2, because one of them is the car, we're just gonna do the video. Well, not the whole thing. It's 45 minutes. It's a stream. We're gonna skip around.
You know the best part?
So no. As we go through it, I want to see like the questions, stuff like that. But we're gonna do Lee Harvey Oswald first because it's just a question. It's just one question, and then I want to see if you guys have the same memory of me or not.
Sandy, can I tell you this little synchronicity?
Yes, you may.
This will be the end of the last part of the show. I wrote down these 2 words. There's dozens or hundreds of these things, words that are spelled different, words that are pronounced different. But there were 2 that I was really thinking about that I wrote down: controversy and hyperbole. And that's like kind of like what the show was. And now everybody says controversy and hyperbole. And those were never pronounced that way. They were always controversy and hyperbole.
Okay, wait a minute. That could also be regional. Like I know in Britain they say that.
It
but
could
not
be,
here.
but the Americans are now saying it. You know.
Oh, that's weird.
And hyperbole, it was never hyperbole. I think somebody along the way just read it the way it's spelled, which I've done that before, and thought it was hyperbole. But it's like all of a sudden everybody overnight was saying hyperbole instead of hyperbole. And it was the same with controversy. They may in Europe say controversy. It's so hard for me to even say that, controversy. But all of a sudden, everybody in America is suddenly, and what hits me about these is how fast they happen. It's not a gradual change; it's practically overnight, which is weird. But anyway, it would just I was going to skip that because it wasn't that important. But then the whole night was about controversy and hyperbole.
That is kind of funny. Oh, it's great. It's just like, the irony of my outro song. Why must we watch our friends on YouTube? But hey, I love it. I love syncs like that. That's a good one. That is a good one.
People in North America start saying aluminium, that'll be different.
Yeah, oh my gosh. If we start saying aluminium in the US.
Yes.
But see, I think because we're aware of that, it won't happen.
Jaguar, aluminium. Yeah.
Jaguar.
Well, Jaguar makes more sense. That's how it's spelled. Jaguar is kind of weird, actually.
Aluminum.
Yeah, I always remember
aluminium actually has an extra letter in it that's not there.
What were you saying, Quantum? Or was it Josh?
That was me. I was just saying, I remember it was always spelled as Jaguar, but it was always, pronounced Jaguar.
Yeah.
Because, I love cars. But I remember thinking in my head, when I'd see one of them, I'm like, oh, yeah, it should be pronounced Jaguar. But I always heard it Jaguar.
It's because it is a European car, right?
Jaguar.
Yeah, right.
Nice car.
Hmm.
It's a nice European car.
Well, it used to be. I don't know if it is now. Like now, it looks just like any old regular modern car. Nice, luxury modern car.
And that is another thing that I've talked about in the community. Cars. I hate is it homogeny? Like it's very rare to see car colors anymore. It's usually black, gray, white, silver, bronze. You might see a red or a blue, maybe a green, but it's like the same shade and it's rare. Usually, like if I look at the cars parked on my street right now, I guarantee you 90% of them are white, silver, black, maybe a gold. But usually, if they're all neutrals now, it's bland, it's blah.
Or blue.
You remember, but I'm talking about, like, think of the cars in the 60s. You had pink, you had pastel blue, you had mint greens. Like, you had all these interesting colors, and now it's like blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything's the same. It's boring.
And the famous canary yellow Porsche.
Yeah, there's always like little exceptions. I'm talking about consistently the cars were all different colors. Like if you look at a traffic jam, a photograph of a traffic jam.
I saw a video about that, about the cars all being the same color, and they are all the same colors.
Yeah, the only way you get another color now is if you luck out with a used car, or you special order
specialty. Yeah, exactly.
A brand new car, or someone special ordered a car and it fell through, and now it's on the lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, or you can go have it painted. You can go to Mako and get something different.
Mako, yeah, MCO.
Sandy, have you ever played Spotto?
What?
Do you know what Spotto is?
Never heard of it.
Spell it.
Interesting. That might be
why.
Well, in SPOTO, like Spotto. Like whenever you see a yellow car, you say
See, I thought you were saying sputter.
Oh no, Spotto. Like whenever you see a yellow car, you say.
Is it I Spy? Are you describing I Spy?
No, it's like it's a car game similar to I Spy, but it's different. It's like when you're a kid,
Punch buggy.
Well, in Australia, anyways, I thought that Americans had the same thing.
Yeah, punch buggy.
But when you see a yellow car, you say Spotto.
Okay,
Yeah,
so for us,
we see a Volkswagen.
when you see a Volkswagen Beetle, you say punch buggy blue, punch buggy green.
Yeah.
And you would punch the arm of your friend or sister.
Yeah, exactly.
Or brother.
Yep.
And then go on.
Because there's still yellow cars around here, and there's like all different coloured cars in Australia. I don't know. That's around my area, anyways.
In
but there's
America,
a lot of Teslas.
there used to be, but they just cheap out on the paint now.
Yeah, they went all the cheap colors only now. That's it.
Yeah, there's probably a lot of Teslas now too.
There's a romantic game you can play, like with your boyfriend or your girlfriend, and it's if you see a car that has one headlight out, it's a pedunker, and if you see one, you say pedunker, and you have to kiss the person. And then there's pediddles and pedunkers. One of them is one headlight and one is one tail light. I think pediddles is the headlight and pedunkers is the tail light. I used to play this with my boyfriend. That's how I know. But anyway, that's a game in America that people play.
Yeah, I remember that one too. The headlight one anywhere.
Yeah.
Because the tail light's kind of hard to see unless it's in front of you. Yeah.
Yeah, you've got more pediddles than pedunkers. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we are going to get to oh, we lost Quantum and Everjosh, and Everjosh is back.
Sorry about that. My phone's super sensitive. It kicks me out if I just touch the screen wrong.
Oh, right.
It's okay. I really wanted Quantum here for Lee Harvey, and he left.
Or he got cut out for some reason.
Or he got cut out, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I like Quantum.
Oh,
I'm still here. I'll be back. Okay, good. He'll be back.
So what, do we do this now or what?
Yeah, we're doing this now. All right. So this is the only question. There's no slides. It's just this. So stay here, Splatter. Yes or no? Or not yes or no? Your answer is loner or family man. In your past, was Lee Harvey Oswald a loner or a family man?
A loner.
Yeah.
Family man.
Okay, so already on the panel we have a problem. So LJ, you said loner.
Yeah, I think he had a family. It's not that he didn't have a family, but he was generally a loner type person.
Okay. Splatter, you said family man.
Yep.
Jackie, do you know?
I have no idea.
That's fine. Josh.
I said yes, but I was just joking. But I would say loner. Like I always learned that he was a loner.
Yeah, but that's the media. I don't believe the
right,
media.
Exactly, and that's that's what I'm thinking now. Is probably that's just what the media. Cause I didn't know a whole lot about it, so just the little mainstream clips from back in that time. I would say loner.
All right, and Quantum, what about you? Quantum, we can't hear you.
Sorry. Yeah, he's a family man, but he's just like kind of. I would say both. Like he does have a family, but he doesn't like treat them well. That's what I've been told. I mean, I don't know, but I know he has like a wife that was like Russian.
A loner with a family.
She was like an immigrant, I think, Russian immigrant. He had like 3 kids, I believe. So yeah.
He had to be a family man.
Not my best, but we can go on. All right, so here we're gonna get to the pictures. Wait, actually, don't go anywhere yet.
Nope.
I gotta get the chat first. I wasn't even thinking. Sorry,
that's
guys.
Right, yeah.
So General Sorrow says family man, and Christine Lynn says loner. Quantum, family man, but a bad one. Family man for Parody Mike. Do I have Parody Mike on my list? Give me a moment.
For a minute or two, I think. Yeah.
Give me 1 second. I do not. I have to add Parody Mike to the list.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I said his name, but I didn't write his name down. Okay. Let's see. Family man for Maria. Not sure for Sarah. I already heard both sides of this, says Mustard Seed of Faith. I heard about his family life not too long ago. So was loner, now family.
Yeah, now the truth come out.
Well, again, still a Mandela for me.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
going to
always
show
going
you
to be.
guys.
Oh yeah, it's always going
No.
to be because the Zapruder film is messed up now. I don't like it.
Everything's messed up.
All right, too many messed up things. Yeah.
Now I have to talk. This is just pictures. In my past, he was a loner. Okay? He may have had a family, but I knew nothing about them. Next slide, Splatter. Welcome, Toilet Time TV. So, this is his wife and him. Happier times. Okay, we can go on. Oh, I'm going to ask a question. Stay here. Another question for the chat. Yes or no? Okay? This is a straight up yes or no. The courthouse. The video of the courthouse. Of the police station, I should say. Do you recall any of Lee Harvey Oswald's family members being there? Yes or no? If you say yes, who do you remember being there? Panel?
I don't know on this one. I just
I'll guess.
don't know.
I'll guess his wife was there.
You're saying at the courthouse?
At the police station, yeah.
Absolutely not. No, not for me.
No for Quantum. Ever, Josh?
Yeah, I don't know. I can't say yes or no.
LJ, I didn't hear you. What did you say?
I said I don't know on this one. I have no idea either way.
Okay, and Splatter.
More than likely, his wife would have been with him.
Okay, his wife. Okay, in the chat we have aw, thank you, Alex Jones. He's doing extra thumbs up.
Alex Jones.
Alex Jones is here. Well, Alex Jones is showing vitamins.
Alex Jones.
But
I don't remember, but I'm just
the
guessing.
Alex Jones.
That's just a pure guess on my part.
No for Maria.
Sarah's on my side. What? Oh, her earbuds? Probably her earbuds.
It just up and crashed on me. That was amazing. So, as I was saying, no for Maria. No for Christine Lynn. I do not recall for General Sorrow. No women were in that melee, says Christine Lynn. Extra, extra from Parody Mike. I'm going with his wife, says Sarah. The action crab is Parody Mike.
If anybody would have been there with him, it would have been his wife. That's the only reason I'm going with that. Probably same as Sarah.
I mean, I don't ever remember his wife being seeing the clips.
I didn't mean to click on bath. I'm trying to delete it. I wrote be right back and it auto-corrected the bath.
That was pretty funny. You're gonna go for a bath in the middle of the show. Interesting. She felt so dirty. She had to...
All right. So for me, okay, all I remember is Lee Harvey Oswald in the police station. I do not remember any family members. Okay, we can continue. I also don't remember him having the 3 children. I know you guys do. I do not. I don't remember children. But that could have just been info I did not know.
Yeah, and they didn't tell us too much because they wanted to, tell their story.
You know, on my list, parody, I'm gonna put parody bears 10 accounts.
Wait, can I say something real quick?
Huh?
Can I say something?
That's what.
All right, so you realize he's only 24 here, but he looks a lot older. Do you notice that back then with people?
They looked older.
Yeah, they looked a lot older. He's only 2 years older than me, and he looks like he's 40 years old.
Yeah.
Yes, when you look at high school yearbooks, they look like they're in college.
It's insane.
Football
It was
players.
from the 50s and even into the 60s, because everybody in the 60s wasn't a hippie. But kind of after that, they looked into the later 60s and then into 70s when I was in high school. People started looking a lot younger because of the way they dressed and did their hair and stuff.
He just looks
I would
more
disagree
mature.
with that. I would say through the 80s, teenagers looked older, Harry and what's that? Welcome Back, Kotter. I'm trying to think, the Partridge Family. I don't know. They looked older to me.
70s. Well, you
He's
were
only
young,
he might have been younger here too.
Well,
you might have been
all I'm saying, if I look at my yearbooks in the 70s and then I look at yearbooks in the 50s, the people in the 50s, their hair and their clothes are more mature, so they look like they're in college. And then my yearbooks, it looks like high school. It was high school. It looks like high school.
Thing is, it's even in All in the Family, Archie Bunker. He was only 46. The guy who played him. He looked like 65. Looked way older.
I always thought the football players look old.
It's more mature looking back then. And more stress. I don't know.
Yeah.
So you think, Sandy, that you think that after the 80s there was a big difference?
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't looked at the comparison. I in my mind, the comparison I remember is the 50s compared to the 70s, but I haven't really looked at the 90s, to compare. I haven't really paid attention.
Because the clothing makes a big difference too, because it was all uniform
and the makeup for the women.
I think it's
and
just
the hairstyles.
It's the evolution, I guess. I don't know. It's they had more stress, more responsibility. They matured faster.
Yeah, and they all wore the same type of clothing. They all had to wear a suit and jacket to school or whatever. But nowadays, whatever you want to wear, you wear it now, right?
I mean, you get married back then. You get married at 17, you have kids. Now it's you're still living in your mom's house, trying to save up. In college, I don't know. It's it's different.
You're still a kid. You are totally still a kid at 17.
Yeah, and and this guy, he's literally my age. He looks way older than me at this point in time.
Well, my nieces and nephews, very mature, very responsible people, but they didn't move out till their 30s because they weren't married. They didn't have to. And that way they could save up their money. And then when they did move, they could buy a house.
Yeah, it's smarter, but back then it's it was just quick.
In their particular case, they weren't immature in any way. It was just a better way to do it. But then they also weren't getting married young either. They didn't get married real young.
No, I meant it's just the responsibility back then. It was they were expected to be adult much quicker. Now it's you can take your time.
Yeah, you had to go to work. People couldn't survive. Yeah, you had to go to work.
But it was easier back then.
In some ways, it was easier, but it's like my grandma got married at 17. She got married at 17.
College didn't cost 3 arms and a leg back then. It was expensive, but not like you could work your way to college, which wasn't easy to do, but people could do it. You can't do that anymore.
No, exactly. You can't just go out and buy a house now. Especially where I live. Holy shoot.
It was like my grandma was 17 when she got married. So it's like now it's like, because it's expensive. I mean, it's so much money.
Oh, yeah. A beat up fixer upper house here is $1 million. I mean, that's crazy.
It's insane.
All right, guys. I'm gonna ask you to move on to the next slide.
Yep. Okay, we're gonna move on. We took too long here.
Oh no, they're not troll accounts. They're all parody bear. He's doing it to like the video.
Which one is parody? Which one is this? Chopper, the big long name one?
Multiple. Oh no, that's Choosy Heretics. They just added more to their username.
Okay.
Okay, so guys, the answer is yes. His mother, his wife, and his baby were at the police station. And I have no memory of this.
It just makes sense. At least his wife. The mother is different, but yeah, at least the wife would be there, I figured.
And the baby.
Kind of weird to bring the baby.
Well, she had no babysitter at the time, right?
I mean, the mom would just watch him. I mean, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, the babysitter's right there. Yeah, the mom.
The mom could have stayed with the baby. Also,
they had family friends,
they had
too.
Neighbors. Yeah, they had neighbors that could have watched the baby.
Yeah, that's true. The lady right there, I'm looking at her right there. The grandmother could have stayed home with the baby. That's true. But that's the way it was.
The other child was there as well. This was the funeral.
What a shame. What a shame.
There it was. Especially now that we know he was innocent.
I always thought he was, but I mean, now it's just, yeah.
He was definitely set up.
Oh, yeah. I most people thought that.
Whole story was such bullshit.
I mean, I have researched JFK multiple times in the community.
Even
I don't remember any of these photos. Yeah. Oh, this was a poll I did. Was Lee Harvey Oswald a weird loner or a family man with 2 children? And now it's 3, by the way. And a wife? And if so, did you see them in the police department footage? So, this is the results of the poll. Only 19 people remembered husband and father, whereas 36 remembered loner at the time.
I was always told he was like a bad family guy. That's what I've heard. I mean, I don't even know if it's true.
No, all lies. They're trying to
lie about everything.
Yep.
Same thing with the moon landing.
Here we are again. The fake moon landing, you mean?
I'm sorry, I'm in the chat. Welcome, Kelly. Kelly Landrum is here.
Neil Armstrong, the actor?
I can't believe that anybody would believe that nowadays. How could anybody believe it?
It looks fake as hell. I show my brother or like laughing. Like, this is like a movie set from like a Twilight Zone or something. It looks so bad.
Oh, yeah.
Even Joey says it's fake.
It's ridiculous.
So fake. It's ridiculous.
If I disagree, go ahead. Sorry.
I asked this on Twitter as well. This was July of 2020.
Oh, okay. I was looking for the date. Oh, right there.
85% had never heard or seen his family before.
Yeah. That's so weird you said in July 2020. That's when I found out about the Mandela Effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a sink. I'll take it.
Too stressed.
Yeah.
Hold on, I think I missed somebody in the chat. Scrolling up. Making sure I didn't miss anyone. Well, that's all I can see. I don't see anybody else. Oh, Mustard Seed of Faith. Hello.
Oh, ice cream. Right.
And slanders people fair. Oh, that's another parody, Mike.
Is my camera on or off? Sorry.
That's an actress. What's an actress? Where?
Sandy.
Which one? Quantum?
Oh, I said, is the camera off or on? My camera.
It's off.
Okay.
Okay, action grabs parody. Okay. No, Noah Cloud, welcome. Oh, that's another parody there.
How many has he got?
We don't complain. He's liking the video. And he is subscribed with all of them.
Well, that's good then. That's cool. More people should do that then. Double up. Everybody double up.
Double with what?
Accounts. He's got a lot of accounts.
Account.
Good night,
I do
General
too,
Sara.
but-
Thank you for being here.
It's the only one with no ads.
You want to get Sandy
family
to
plan.
2,000? 2,000 subs would be nice, right, Sandy?
2 million.
Well, 2
Yeah.
million would be better, but I mean, like, I'm trying to be
2
reasonable.
million. I'd be throwing money at you guys.
Yeah, no
Okay,
doubt.
got John Cena. Get him on.
I'm trying.
Why? Like, I'm just thinking, why would he subscribe? Obviously, he had to for a reason. I don't know. Like, if it's really him.
Well,
And it was like instant. The minute I got the blue check mark, he was following me.
Yeah, and also, yeah, there's Mandela Effects with him. I want to ask him personally. I was like, oh, you might probably remember current one anyway, but.
Yeah, he seems like a real dude, actually. Like, like not one of the celebrities with the big heads, and what I mean,
Yeah.
like from the interviews and stuff I've seen about John Cena, he seems like an actual down to earth type of guy.
Yeah, he's cool.
So, yeah,
John Cena for sure.
I don't like the way he flashes the 666 symbol all the time, though.
Can't see him. Come on. Can't see him.
What people call the OK symbol, but that's actually 666.
Yeah, I mean, that's true, I guess, but I don't know.
They all know what they're doing. He's doing it on purpose, right? So
yeah,
it was probably just part of his act. You know what I mean? Like "You can't see me," where he waves his hand in front of his face.
Right.
That could be interpreted as some sort of cult symbol, or something. You know what I mean? And I think if it was related to the WWF, it was it was part of his act. But
that's true.
That's
true. He is a character. He's not really himself when he's on stage, right?
Right.
So,
His name has become a character, and
Yeah.
so like his real personality could be completely
totally
different.
opposite, right? Yeah.
Yeah,
But-
I mean,
but-
yeah.
It was probably based off of his real personality, but he just had to embrace things in his character to make him popular. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all.
It's just that one thing. It just like really turned me off, but he kept on doing that all the time. Is putting up both hands with the six. Yeah. It turned me right off.
Huh?
And we can go on.
At least he doesn't talk about politics, right? Yeah, John Cena don't vote for Kamala. I mean, I don't see it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Exactly. Anyway.
See, I think he doesn't talk about politics because he's in Hollywood, and he doesn't. I think he supports.
Just makes him look weak. You vote Kamala. I don't know.
No,
he might be a Republican too, and he's stuck in all those Democrats.
Yeah, so he stays quiet.
Yeah,
so they should be. They should be quiet because they don't know.
Yeah, right. If you're in Hollywood, you can't talk about politics, or you're going to get blacklisted one way or the other. Whether you talk about it, as a Democrat or a Republican, whichever way you go, you're gonna get blacklisted. And the public opinion's just going to be, your popularity is going to go down. So
it's because they make so much money.
Jordan stayed quiet so long.
Yeah. It's like they lecture people how to vote. I'm like, listen, you don't even you make so much money, you don't have any right to tell people. Come on.
Yeah, right. And they signed that contract to become famous, and that's part of their deal in the beginning, long before it ever comes out to this. You know what I mean? So,
I think that's his brother.
That's would be my guess. I was going to say, is that his brother?
I think it's his brother.
I watched a show recently where they were time traveling to save JFK. That's probably why I know current stuff. Just kind of it was alright.
Huh.
Whose brother
we
was
have
that?
someone new here. It might be LJ, because LJ got kicked out. Yes, it's LJ. Sandy's cat. Hi, LJ.
It's Sandy's cat herd.
Sandy's cat herd.
They'll have to see the picture. They can't see it yet.
I'll put you on screen. Hold on. There you go.
What's
herd
that?
Of cats. It's a herd of cats being corralled by a cowboy.
That's Sandy.
Funny. That's a different timeline right there.
My cats are easy to herd. I call their name, they come running.
My cat's on my ass 24/7.
My cats actually listen to me. They come when they're called. They're like dogs.
Oh yeah,
Cats stay for me.
We're chilling, but
like
just.
All right, we can go back to the presentation. I love it, LJ.
No, we're. Oh, well, you're not there. Okay, I thought.
Yeah.
I'm still here, but you're not.
So this is the actual film. And there's the wife. In the film at the police station. I don't remember this. There's them walking after he
the
was
wife here and the mother here.
Jeez.
This might be right before he was killed.
Killed?
Yeah, right before. Mom's smiling. She wouldn't be smiling. It might be her mother. I'm not even sure. That might be her mother. I think it is.
I think that's his because I watched the show and the actress looked just like her playing his mom.
Oh, okay.
Maybe, I don't know. I mean, I might be wrong. Maybe they got it wrong. Who knows?
Well, that's the last one.
Yeah, I know. I just wanted to ask if you guys remembered them. All right, this is right after it happened, and his wife looks very serious. The mom looks in shock.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, I don't remember any of this.
I don't either.
It's interesting. I don't it's like I remember his family, but I don't remember them being like this president with after this.
No.
But were you looking for them?
Oh my god. I guess not.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's just it. If you're not looking for something, you don't see it most of the time, right?
I guess, but it's like I don't know. I mean, I've looked a lot into it. It's just kind of odd. I never seen this, but yeah, I could have just missed it. I'll be not closed-minded about it.
That was my thing too. It was kind of odd that I'd never seen this.
Yeah. One thing I know about the 9/11 though, that freaking antenna on the building, that thing was never there.
Which one? There's two.
There's two.
No.
There's two?
No. There was a smaller one, and then they replaced it with a bigger one.
No, I always remember just both the buildings. Neither of them had antennas, and all of a sudden, this huge ass antenna you can't miss.
I agree.
There, and I'm just like, I don't know how you can't see it. I mean,
okay, what's next, Sandy?
Okay, so now we're doing the 45-minute video. Where we're going, it's not a video, it's a live stream that I did with Brian back in 2020.
Okay. And where
about
is it?
The car. It's in the private chat.
Okay. Well,
it's the link above Quantum's comment.
Yeah.
So, 2020, that was the year I found out.
Yeah.
But last year's when I really got into it, like researching.
If you can, fast forward past the intro.
Huh?
Fast forward
Okay,
past
yeah.
the intro.
What you said before. I thought you said hello, Ken. I thought Ken was here. I need to tell him where the intro's over. Okay, maybe there.
But I still see the intro.
Right there, maybe?
Yeah, it's good enough.
Is that good?
It might just be shout outs, but we'll see. But I'm more concerned about what I said and what the chat said. Okay, here we go, guys. And feel free to say you want to comment, like interrupt if you want to comment about something. We're reacting to a stream.
Sure, I can do that. So Noise Guru's here, Preliminals here.
Oh yeah.
Analog Lime's here. Dawn Franklin, Robert Humphrey. Welcome, you
Hey,
guys.
Rob.
Sorry, I'm losing my voice here.
Wait. Pause it a minute. All right, guys. I totally thought that somebody was reading names in the chat. I'm like, where's Robert Humphrey? I haven't seen him in so long. You know what I'm saying? The first image is just a regular picture for you. All right, guys. There's a couple questions to ask. First off, credit goes to Rich Vasanic. I don't know if we talked about this, so I'm going to ask again. Do you guys remember the 2 red lights at the bottom on the bumper? They flash, apparently. That was a couple years ago, but I don't think we covered it. I think Teresa just posted it. I noticed them last night. And
Splatter.
Of course,
the
I
video.
checked Teresa's group, and that's when I saw Teresa posting for Rich.
Oh, right.
So it was a couple years ago.
I'm hearing
If anybody remembers those red lights,
Pause the
because
video,
I don't.
Splatter.
Brian, do you remember them?
Hit the space bar.
A space bar.
I don't know where Brian is. He probably
hit the
stepped away
space
for a
bar
minute.
on your
How
keyboard.
old is this?
Oh, yeah.
No,
Oh,
Daniel says
what's
no.
that do?
It pauses the video.
It is paused.
It was still talking.
It was?
Yes.
Oh.
I didn't want the screen to change. I wanted to keep it on this.
Oh, okay. I was confused because there's so many people here. It's open panel and stuff.
No, I'm just screaming, pause the video repeatedly.
Yeah, I heard that, but I thought it was on here. I actually thought it was on
No,
another.
we weren't talking. Yeah, it was the video, I think.
Because you're on here too, and I thought you was on. You were. I don't know. Whatever. Never mind. I'm kidding. It's late.
If I'm saying pause the video, that's going to be me, not then.
Yeah, but the thing is, I thought it was paused.
Oh yeah, no, it's you can see Brian's mouse moving on the front of the car. So I want to know what the chat says. Do you remember? Maria says no.
Wait, remember what?
The red lights in the front that flashed.
That's my bad.
The red light. I mean, it's black and white. I can't.
Right here, these ones.
They showed up within the last 2 years for me.
I'm not gonna lie.
Like they showed up after I was already watching it, like checking it for Mandela Effects, and then they showed up.
I don't remember
Is this the
anything about
JFK
the
court?
bumper. I never looked at the bumper, so I don't know one way or the other.
I always look at
Apparently
the
the-
side of the car, so I don't know.
That's true. But
Yeah.
apparently they were flashing as he was coming up the street.
The red lights.
Yeah. And again,
Yeah.
this comes from Rich Vasanic.
That's
Yeah,
weird.
but
I don't
during the
remember
day,
that.
so you'd barely see it.
You've got to keep checking. Like I was checking it. I was like checking that footage over and over again. You gotta like keep watching it like every week.
Okay.
The footage changes like all the time.
Yep.
If you check it.
Definitely does.
I do.
It does, but yeah, just most people don't really want to rewatch it over and over again.
Better. Okay.
We just covered the footage where the street signs were covering up something, and they're gone again. There's street signs are not there anymore.
What?
You're saying
Yeah.
things in your video. You're
What are you talking about? The street signs were there like the other day.
Well, wait, hold on.
We showed them.
That would be insane. That would be pretty
The
extreme.
street signs that blocked the thing that I remember about Jackie, which we're going to be talking about, are now gone, and you can see her. So, like I said,
Are you talking about the big one that showed up?
Listen, Jackie, just don't, because you might give something away. I'm going to be covering it.
Oh, okay.
And we're going to be showing the video in a second.
Yeah, we better. Yeah.
Yeah, just watch.
We gonna roll along here.
Yep. Tiny Squish says no to the lights. Okay.
Man, what is with that number, man?
Well, here's my question, guys.
So sick of saying it.
I do remember Jackie and JFK sitting in opposite seats, and I know many of you don't.
No.
There is some residue at the end of the photos, but the main two questions I want to ask you are, what color is the car, and what color are the seats?
All right, I remember them the way you do, Sandy. I remember them in the
Wait a minute, LJ, pause the video splatter. Okay, LJ, go ahead.
I remember them the way you do, in the opposite positions.
Okay, what color was the car and the seats?
The car was black, and what was the other question?
What color were the seats?
The seats. I don't know. My mind is flashing all different colors, so I actually don't know.
Okay, Jackie, no, 444 is the time I was born. I am not banning 444.
Oh my God, are you kidding me? Are you serious?
I'm thinking white. I'm thinking, yeah, I'm thinking white, black, pink, beige. All these colors are flashing in my head. All these different, pink is even in there. So I don't know what color they were.
Okay. And Jackie, yes, I was born at 4:44 a.m.
Are you serious?
Yes. My whole birth date is divisible by 4. 8, 16, 76. It's all divisible by 4.
It's a good number.
No, not to me. Just drives me nuts. It's like I'm experiencing the whole 666 thing all over again, just with a different number. It's like, oh my God. Anyways, yeah, I don't like it. It just drives me nuts. Like the 666 number, I got like kind of used to, although it's like starting to get annoying again. It's like, just I don't know, it drives me nuts. Like, because I don't understand it. Like, I don't understand the whole thing. So it kind of like it's like a mental gymnastics stressor. And
but we have to stay focused. It's a 45-minute stream. It's a 45-minute stream.
That's what I'm saying. We got to get this going here.
We got to stay focused on this. So I'm waiting for answers in the chat on the car color and the seat color. And also, feel free to chime in, Josh, Quantum, Splatter. What do you remember?
Yeah, I'm unfair because we just talked about this the other day, and yeah, except for
I didn't ask you about the seats.
No, the seat color I don't know.
What about the car color? What do you remember?
It was dark blue.
For me, well, originally it was black, and then it turned to blue.
Yeah, it was black.
So I don't know.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so it was because it was black and white footage for me in the first place, but then.
Well, yeah, but I showed you that you can tell the difference.
Yeah, but I mean,
that's what I'm saying. You poisoned my thoughts. So
yeah, for me it was like it was black. It was a black car, but it wasn't like the footage wasn't black and white, but it was a black car. But now it's like kind of blue.
Yeah.
And the seats?
The seats. I'm not sure about the seats, but I just know the color changed from black to blue. But that's pretty much.
Yeah, and there was only 4 people in the car.
Yeah, 4 people. Now it's 6. That's the major one. And then the car color changed to blue. And back when I remember, the footage wasn't in black and white; it was in color, but it was only like one angle of the video. But that was it.
Well, that's weird. It was always black and white for me. The Zapruder film itself was black and white.
Well, yeah, I mean, but for me it was.
Yeah,
all right, so Maria says white seats. And then let me see, car color black for Maria. So black, white seats.
I'm guessing white seats too.
Only 4 people. Morgan says, I thought it was blue. But I would have said, guessing I never obsessed over it, but black would make sense. Limos are black.
Yeah.
Black car, gray seats. for preliminal. What about you, Josh?
Yeah, black car, 4 seats, just like the replica thing in the museum.
Yeah,
the way,
right.
Wait. That's how I remember it.
White
because
seats.
it's right in the
Okay.
museum.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
All right.
Museum got it wrong.
Oh, I'm sorry. Preliminal is gray blue seats.
Huh?
There's so much residue
Not
with
gray
this.
seats,
So
gray blue
crazy.
seats.
Oh, the seats are grayish blue. Okay, he's really getting specific. Well, cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know about the seats.
Seats, I would say white, but I'm not sure.
Wow, we haven't seen Moon Freedom in a while. So white for quantum. All right, we can go on.
White with red blotches.
Yeah, I'd just say a light colored seat. Like, I don't know if it was tan or brown or something lighter than the car.
What do you remember?
All I remember.
That's the main questions.
Yeah.
All right,
The
so
analog lime says no red lights, and Animal doesn't remember the red lights.
Analog
Hey,
lime.
Freedom, good to see you.
Wait, what did preliminal say? Go back. Rewind.
I know. Just humor me. What color is the car?
Banner.
And what color or colors are the seats? What do you remember? That's the main questions.
All right, it's right after Moon Freedom. It's coming up.
So Analog Lime says no red lights, and Animal doesn't remember the red lights. Hey, Moon Freedom, good to see you.
Dawn Franklin. Good Animal.
Yeah.
Hi, everybody.
Oh, preliminal's just saying hi, Dawn and Brian. Okay. Noise Guru. There's Teresa. Dark blue looks black but isn't.
Old film, there was no color. Okay.
This is where Teresa started taking updates. Car was black except the old. Wait, there was preliminal. There was preliminal. Go back.
Oh, guys, yeah. Teresa says she remembers dark blue.
Preliminal says car was black except the old film, there was no color.
Splatter.
Okay.
I did.
Rewind it.
Did I go far enough? Right there.
No, right there. Yeah, it just went away. You got to like pause it so I can read it.
Okay.
Guys,
have it.
Old film, there was no color.
There we go. It's coming up there.
Okay.
All right. Space bar. Okay. Car is black except the old film was no color.
Exactly.
And what did preliminal just say? Black car, gray seats. Gray blue seats. He didn't answer about the seats. So we'll see. Grayish seats. Black car, gray seats for Sarah. Could be tan too. Okay. Now we're going to go on. Just get ready to hit pause. If you hear me say pause, it's me. It's not back then.
Yeah, usually, I'm quick.
Okay.
What's on the screen?
Guys, yeah. Teresa says she remembers dark blue, but
I don't care what Teresa remembers.
like I said, I remember black. That's what I'm going with.
Noise Guru says car was navy blue. Eddie says dark blue almost looks black. Tan seats.
As Eddie
Black
Van
outside, white interior, says Mandanimal. Analog Lime says it was blue. Wow, we totally shifted to a reality, guys. Oh my god.
Yeah, maybe blue, but not navy.
Do you think we would have caught that in the original film?
No, it was black and white.
If that were the case, yeah,
Don't you think we would have caught it at all? Like I'm going to show you a post by Matthew Reed, and I wish he was here to tell me what he remembers, because his. All right, guys, we're going to move on. We're going to go to the pictures now. Go ahead, Brian. So the color is officially midnight blue, and JFK requested that 6 different color blue cars were sent over for him to choose which blue he wanted. It was never black. It was, well, I can't say never black. It was used after JFK's assassination. They painted it black after JFK passed away. And the pictures are going to have the reasons why. So if you remember black like we do, it's always been midnight blue. And it doesn't look black, guys. It doesn't look black.
Should I fast forward just a bit or something?
Maybe in some lighting it looks black, but most times it looks blue. Like there's no mistaking it for blue. Brian, you gonna go to the pictures?
No,
working on it. Okay.
I was seeing if I said any more, if there was any more answers in the chat. This is where we wait 20 minutes for Brian, though.
Oh no.
Never dark blue for me.
There's that sign in the way again, but that's.
And I know some of you remember white too.
Oh,
so we're showing the Zapruder film for a minute.
No, but that's wrong car.
Do you see how that white bar pops up there? That wasn't there for me.
Why is it in
It's actually blocking something that I covered before. Her pulling something out of a purse.
The wrong car.
Not
Listen, wait, no, rewind it. You need to listen to what I'm saying.
I can't even say the something right now.
Rewind it.
Because of YouTube.
All right, play it and listen.
Press play.
Never dark blue for me. And I know some of you remember white too. Oh, so we're showing the Zapruder film for a minute. Do you see how that white bar pops up there? That wasn't there for me.
Oh,
it's actually blocking something that I.
It's black and white.
That ain't right. That ain't right.
What is the? I don't know. All right, hit play. Now I'm going to talk about the signs. Guys, don't talk. Listen.
But I have a picture of it.
Listen.
I have a picture, a residue of this, of my memory that no longer exists.
There, you can see it now. See, the signs are
None of
gone.
this looks right to
Rewind
me. Jackie
it.
was sitting on the opposite side in my past.
The signs are gone. Rewind it.
And I know some of you remember white too. Oh, so we're showing the Zapruder film for a
right
minute.
here, right here. Look at this. She reaches
Do you see
down.
how that white bar pops up there? That
she
wasn't
reaches
there for
down
me.
and boom.
It's actually blocking something that I
There's many different videos
covered before.
And I literally just said it's blocking it, and
anymore.
it's not. Rewind that.
I can't even say the something right now because
listen. No one talking. Listen.
But I have a picture of it.
I literally say this. There's signs blocking it, and there's nothing there. You can see it. Rewind it.
Okay. Yeah, the signs were there, but they're in a different spot now.
Yes, they're in a different spot now. You can see it again. Listen, this is proof of a flip flop. The signs are not where they were. They were blocking this when I showed this.
Right
there. So your video changed when you were talking.
You see this part of the sign right there on the screen?
The Zapruder film is different from when I presented this.
Listen
to what I say. It doesn't match.
The Zapruder film had 4 people in the car. This has 6.
Okay, that's not the point. The point is I'm talking about the signs blocking as Jackie is shooting him.
Right.
Just listen, guys. Listen to what I say.
I know, it's just weird. It's confusing because there's 2 of you. Okay, but I'm trying.
Me, it's actually blocking something that I covered before.
Okay.
Her pulling something out of a purse. Not there anymore. I can't even say the something right now because of YouTube. But I have a picture of it. I have a picture, a residue of this, of my memory.
Just missed
it. That
you already, you passed over it. People were talking.
None of this looks right to me because Jackie was sitting on the opposite side in my past.
Then start with the pictures.
Before.
No, go back.
Her pulling something out of it. Most times it looks blue. Like there's no mistaking it for blue.
Well, she's
Brian,
not
you can go to
she's always on that
Splatter,
side.
don't talk. I'm about to say it.
Hold on.
I'm trying to get this clearly with no one talking.
Never dark blue for me. And I know some of you remember white too. Oh, so we're showing the Zapruder film for a minute. Do you see how that white bar pops up there? That wasn't there for me. It's actually blocking something that I covered before. Her pulling something out of a purse. Not there anymore. I can't even say the something right now because of YouTube.
It's right there.
But I have a picture of it. I have a picture, a residue of this, of my memory that no longer exists. None of this looks right to me because Jackie was sitting on the opposite side in my past. But Brian, after this,
No,
you go to the
but
next slide.
from this angle, it sort of looks like she shot him. I'm just being honest.
Yes, and
Look
I
at
have
it.
residue of what I saw, but now there's this white bar at the bottom that I don't remember in the film.
No, that's not the same footage I was used to.
Anyway,
That sign blocked. All right, pause it. Pause it. That sign blocked the view of what Jackie was just doing there. And in the video, I say the white bar blocks it, but it doesn't. This whole video, what I just said doesn't match up to what I said.
Wait,
No.
so it's like at the time you're talking about something that's not even there. It's like
Correct.
It's like
the sign that passed right before was in the way, right in the frame when I covered this.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Hey, can I say something real quick?
Yes.
I remember this video. I remember when you went live with Brian, and I remember watching it and thinking, seeing how it changed right there. And I was talking to my buddy, my best friend, who, I talk about the Mandela Effect all the time, but he doesn't believe in it. He always has the the man excuse or whatever for it. But I remember I seen this video one night, and then the very next night I talked to him, and I shared the video with him. And we watched it together, and we talked about this exact video. And you're right, it's completely changed. Like, because it changed within like the next day, because I showed it to him, and it was clear that you were saying this white bar that wasn't showing up, and you know what I mean. And
like
he
I
just
said,
kind of like
that sign literally was in front of them when it happened. Not the white bar, it was the sign.
Wait, so the sign was in front of what when Jackie was doing that?
Yes.
To me, the whole sign, the whole scene is different.
So what was your? Okay, sorry. When you were saying, did it change what you were saying, or just what was on the screen?
What I was saying is not matching up
so you don't even remember
anymore.
saying that?
No, I did say that. What I was saying no longer matches up with what's on the screen.
Right.
Oh.
In my memory,
and that happened the next day. Because it was the next day that I showed my friend that video where the sign was there blocking it, and then it was different.
Now the sign's like before, it's like further away.
Right before, yes.
The before it was where you couldn't see anything.
And it was a 4-seater car.
When you were looking at it, it was 4-seater when you were doing that?
No, I wasn't. No, it wasn't 4-seater when I was looking at it. No.
All right.
I just remember 4-seater.
Yeah, I seen this whole film before, and it was a 4-seater car.
I know.
He was shot from a different angle. His brains went all over the trunk.
I know. I'm just trying to figure out what's like kind of different. I'm confused a little bit.
And when
for one, his head falls forward. It used to fall backwards. Now it goes forward.
Wait. So all right.
And she
rewind it a little bit. Watch his head.
She started scooping up his brain matter.
I don't know.
She's still going to. We just didn't get that far.
There's nothing there now. He got shot from the wrong angle. Well, anyway.
But if you rewind it a little bit,
so guys, do you remember two-tone seats in the car anymore?
Watch his head.
I can't even say the
it falls forward
because of YouTube
instead of backwards.
But I have a picture of it. I have a picture, a residue of this, of my memory that no longer exists.
That's wrong to me. Totally wrong.
None of this looks right to me because Jackie was sitting on the opposite side in my past.
That's weird. No, anyway.
So that sign was here.
From this angle, it sort of looks like she shot him. I'm just being honest.
Yes. And I have residue of what I saw, but now there's this white bar at the bottom that I don't remember in the film.
The white bar isn't blocking anything.
Anyway.
So.
Yeah, I remember the white bar.
Wait, so the sign was like more towards where she was doing.
Pause it again.
So guys, do you remember two-tone seats?
Do you guys remember two-tone seats? Because they're black and silver now. You guys mostly said white.
No idea.
Some said tan, light colored. They're black and silver.
Well, I didn't really pay attention to the seats. I had no clue, really.
I would say the seats were just black, but I won't.
But that's the wrong car, so it's totally irrelevant to my memory.
I know. I mean, because originally it was 4 people. for me.
And he got shot from the front, and his brain went all over the trunk, in my memory.
For me, he only shot once. That was it.
Well, he got shot in the neck first, and then he got shot.
I don't remember him ever getting shot in the neck.
Yeah. I do have an alternate theory here.
Yeah.
My theory is Jackie didn't shoot him. Now, what happened was he got shot, and she was leaning in. What's wrong?
Yeah.
Yes.
And then he got shot again.
That's when he got shot in the neck. Exactly.
It just looks like she was doing it, but she was just like seeing. She didn't know what was going on.
Right.
Yeah.
I was wondering, like, suppose it was, that she shot him. Why would he just go along with it like that? It didn't look like he was trying to get away.
Because I'm going to tell you, the color is actually navy blue and a silver blue, a light silver blue.
All right.
I don't remember LJ was talking. Blue. Hit pause.
Yeah, I was wondering, in the videos where it looks like Jackie took out the pew pew and did it, it looks like he just goes along with it. And like, why would he do that? Why wouldn't he sort of, back off from the pew pew or whatever? Like that's what I wasn't able to figure out if that's what happened. Jackie.
Well, his head is down. His head is down before he gets again. So it's possible he had lost consciousness or was losing consciousness.
If something hit him first, you mean?
Yeah, yes. He just got shot in the neck. Yeah.
Well, he's in shock too. He can't process.
So you're saying that when Jackie did something had already happened.
Right. And the thing is, I'm not going to make you rewind it again. Stay here. But you guys can rewind on YouTube if you want.
Get through this.
So in my past, when his head it blew outwards, and now it looks like he grows a tumor in the front. It's so weird.
Yeah, like I said, it's totally wrong.
Yeah, I remember it the way everybody else does. The back of his head blew out.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then his brains were the trunk, and that's what she was on the back.
You guys remember just the one shot or like multiple shots?
Why does it talk over me? And no one cares.
I remember learning it was one shot. But there was always the theory that there was a lone gunman, not a lone gunman. That there was another. Yes.
For me, it was just one shot, and then I was like, he was dead instantly. It wasn't like nothing else.
Agreed.
Was that?
And he was like laying back on the back of the car.
Yeah.
Like his head was back.
And a bullet actually totally missed and hit the curb in front of the car as well.
It was just a lot more. I don't know if it was more gruesome, but it was just like more quick then. Now it's like it just took longer to kill him.
There was 3 shots fired. One totally missed and hit the curb. One hit his neck, and then one hit him in the head.
I know.
I'm going now.
Yes. Does anyone remember the seats looking like that?
That's the thing I asked. I asked the AI, and the AI said it was navy blue.
Yeah, according to Ford, it's midnight blue.
But wait, hold on. Did you check the museum residue? Because remember there was residue for 4 people, and the color might be different there too.
I have pictures from. You'll see. Yeah, like
I said,
from henryford.org, the color was midnight blue. So here is the 1961 Lincoln X100 Kennedy limousine, dark blue. I cannot believe some of you remember it being blue. It was never blue in my past.
That's the right color.
I really can't never. I mean, you got to remember, I'm not just going by black and white videos. I'm looking at photographs. I'm reading. I'm doing all this research on JFK like 4 or 5 times now. It was never blue. In my past, at least. Go ahead, Brian.
Noise Guru says, I see a red door and I want to paint it black. Did you see that?
Yeah. And Fido says, into the midnight blue.
Only this time it's I see a blue door and I want to paint it black.
Okay, Brian. I got a lot of words to read on the screen.
Okay.
So, okay, yep. It says, read it. As has been thoroughly researched and documented, the SS-100X started out as a regular Wixom-built 1961 Lincoln Continental 4-door convertible, and that year went to Hess and Eisenhart of Cincinnati for its conversion into a presidential limousine, a process that included adding 3.5 feet to its midsection. In other words, adding that row. So in another reality, they may not have added that row. A process that included adding 3.5 feet to its midsection, adding flashing red lights in the front bumper, a hydraulic rear seat to elevate the president. Does anyone remember that?
Yeah, I was
Pause
there.
it. Pause it. Pause it. Pause it. Pause it. Pause it. Do you remember me the other night when we were looking at the Zapruder film saying Jackie is too high up because she's in the wrong seat? That is proof for me that JFK was on the other side because she was in the elevated seat. JFK was supposed to be in the elevated seat. He's too low. He's leaning his arm on the outside of the car. You guys remember that? Please tell me in the chat on the panel. Do you remember watching the Zapruder film the other night and seeing? I mentioned that Jackie was sitting too high up. Do you remember that?
Yeah, she seems a little bit elevated to me. Like I'm not real familiar with this, but she does look a lot higher, sitting up higher than what I remember her just from researching in the last couple of years.
And rewinding won't matter, Splatter, because the part of the film is before the assassination part. That
Oh yeah, no,
part
I
where they're
was looking
coming
for
around
me
the
on
corner.
there. My name popped up on there. I was looking for me again.
I remember that, Sandy, because I remember it the way you do. I remember them the other way around.
But do you remember me saying that Jackie was sitting too high? Like
I remember you saying
up?
that, but in my memory, she's almost
Retractable steps on the rear bumper for the Secret Service. I know. Pause it. I still need to talk about this. So, an elevated seat for JFK was installed in the car, and now Jackie sits in it. For me, that's all the proof I need that my memory is correct that they were in the opposite seats. But again, the car only had 4 seats. It was a 4-door. It only had 4 seats. Right. I need you to take that away so I can read, Splatter. What are you doing? Okay, so it was converted to add the extra row. It was literally stretched 3.5 feet to add that extra row of seats. So that means in another reality, it didn't have all these extra features that we don't remember.
That's my reality.
I have the hiccups. That's wonderful. Like the flashing red lights, the hydraulic rear seat, and the retractable steps on the rear bumper that we talked about that we don't remember. So you can let it go now. Or fast forward a little bit past it if you want. It's up to you. Die-cast model. It's a little out of order here. Deep Blue Beauty. That's how they're describing it.
So you're not the only one who remembers Jackie on the other side, then.
Nope. Hi, Eddie. Hi, Belle.
Which side do you remember her on, Jackie?
The side that she's on now, yeah. In 2018, when I watched it, she's always
been on that side for me
Next
too.
slide, Brian.
Yeah,
I'm just pointing out that this is all the way back in 2013. For those that remember Black Like Us, it's mind-blowing to me.
This is proof of the car being
The
black.
limo was painted midnight blue, so it looked that.
Oh, sorry. Sorry, that confused me.
Limo was purposely painted midnight blue, so it would look better in black and white film. So now they're saying it's blue, so it looks better in black and white.
But
why wouldn't black look better in black and white?
Oh, there's the 22nd. Yes, I remember.
That doesn't make any sense. But yeah.
I was born on the 7th of this month of this year, right here.
Right now.
It doesn't matter. Like, it doesn't make any sense whatsoever. That blue would look better in black and white than black.
Okay.
Better on black and white TV, some say. And the vehicle was refurbished and continued to be used by presidents until 1977. That's when they painted it black. And we're going to get to why they painted it black afterwards.
So, pause.
Go ahead, Brian.
Pause. Did you guys know that they continued to use the same car? I thought it was retired.
Wait, what do you mean?
The JFK assassination car was used through 1977.
For what?
For the presidents.
For presidents.
I thought they got rid of
ridiculous because the president's cars weren't even that model of car.
You mean they continue using the car he got killed in?
Correct.
That's crazy.
First of all, they wouldn't do that just for the, mental or sentimental reasons. Second of all, they would have kept that car because of the legal reasons, because it was evidence in the case. And then third of all, they got updated models of cars. That the president always has a new car.
That's weird. I don't know. Yeah. Like, why would they ever do that with some? Especially if,
this car was 2 years old when he was in it. It was a 61 model.
Yeah, but they would go back and look for things. Like, it's weird they would continue using that.
Correct.
That's very strange.
We can go on.
So this is scenes from when they were filming JFK, and at the end of I took screenshots of it, but at the end of the video, it says the Kennedy car is the most recognized car in the entire world, which is just blowing my mind that some of us don't ever remember it being blue. All right, go ahead, Brian. This is what Matthew Reed posted in the group. I can't see the year yet. In 2020? In 2020. No mention of the color being blue. Do we see the blue, everyone? And he said it's because of the flash, but it's not. The color is midnight blue. It's blue. Blue car. All right, Brian, go on.
Okay.
This is the act. I'm sorry.
I was going to step away. I'm going to step away for a half minute here, Sandy. Sorry.
It's okay. This is the actual blue, everyone. It doesn't look black. It looks blue. It's not the flash. It looks blue. It's blue. And it's got like a light blue stripe along the top, which I don't remember either.
Oh, yeah.
So since we're stuck on this photo, does anyone remember the light blue stripe on the top? And do you remember it blue like this? Those of you that remember blue, do you remember this color blue? Hi, Janata. Hi, Chilliang. Hey, go Car Bob.
Oh, that must be in the show.
Philo's here. Hi, Ryan Spur jumped in. Eddie Von Keen's here.
Hi, Ryan Spur.
Eddie Von Keen says, I thought it was a 1964 Lincoln.
How could it be 64?
Well, that would make sense.
Because in October of 1963, the 1964 models were released.
Okay, yeah, that's true. Yeah, all cars do that. I forgot about that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Logic kicks in. First my head, like, what? That's not illogical.
He sits like Herman Munster now, yeah, because they haven't. Uh-oh. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Happy birthday, Bob.
But which you is you?
Happy belated birthday, Bob.
Well, for all of you out there who it's your unbirthday, happy unbirthday too.
Ooh.
Thanks, Brian. Awesome. Thank you. I for some reason it minimized, and sometimes when you leave the app you can't hear me.
Oh, there we go. That's not the right car.
So you guys remember the car this blue? The ones that remember blue. Do you remember the car this blue? So this is the car seen in the movie JFK.
Yeah. This Mandela effect really bugs the heck out of me because the 6 people in the car just like drives me nuts.
Yeah, and it's got the black. It's black. Oh, it's just them saying the car that played a role in the event is extremely interesting, and that's actually JFK in the blue car. I agree, Manda Animal. It's all wrong. For me, it's all wrong.
Oh yeah, me too. It just irritates me.
Wait, was that an illustration right there?
Yes, it's. Oh, this is an illustration.
Pause.
Yeah.
Pause.
I want to show.
So I want you all to see how Jackie is like a full head taller than the men in the car because she is in JFK's elevated seat. JFK should have been sitting in the elevated seat, but instead he was on the other side, not in the elevated seat.
Yeah, but like I said, that's the side I've always seen him on.
I believe you. I'm just saying this is proof for me because I remember Jackie on the outside.
Continue.
What is she?
Continue, Sandy.
What'd you say? I can't hear you.
Continue.
Yeah.
Okay.
No.
Why is she grabbing his arm? She's like grabbing him.
Not only that, do you guys remember JFK making that movement with his arms? Because he does now, and I don't remember that.
No, I don't remember that either.
Sort of like he's grabbing his hands.
Isn't that what
We're gonna have to go? Can we go back to that Zapruder film in a second?
Yeah. I may have clipped it out there, Brian. It's only a clip of it, not the whole thing.
Isn't there some AI program that you can use to enhance all this video?
There it is, right there. There's the movement, right there.
No, he did not do that, Sandy.
Also, can you let it play again? I don't remember the big sign, the street sign, being in the way of the vehicle.
I don't remember.
You guys remember this big street sign covering it?
Yep.
Yeah, that's weird. His elbows are up in the air. Look at
that.
They don't remember the movement either.
And then
it looks like she shoots him. I mean, to be honest with you.
That's what no, that bar wasn't at the bottom. I could see what she was doing with her hands, and she was taking a little silver thing out of her purse. And now there's no purse, there's no silver thing, there's a bar in the way, the whole thing's wrong. Whole thing's wrong. But I have residue. I have residue of that, guys. The car's blue.
Wrong.
Anyway, Brian, we'll get back to where we were.
Yeah, there's no way the sign was in the way.
Brian.
No, that sign wasn't there.
Put it back, Brian.
So you're telling me that the Zapruder film is
wrong?
Everything's wrong, Brian.
Yep. Everything's wrong.
Okay, next picture. All right, so that's just showing a blue car. You can go. It's tiny because it's meant for the slides. It's too small.
Is that the video you talking? Okay, it is.
So here's another picture of the car blue. A lot of these are just pictures showing you that they're blue because I cannot believe so many you remember blue. Like it was not blue.
It was not
at all for me. It was always black.
That's the wrong car.
What are we looking at here? I'm not blue there too. I want to delay Brian.
Sorry, what?
Here you can see the seats. That silver part there. Even there, it doesn't look completely black to me. I can still see the blue.
Yeah. It looks like the seats are blue and dark blue. I mean, light blue and dark blue.
There's more pictures of the seats, Brian. Oh, this is I increased the saturation so you can see it's clearly a blue car.
Yeah, I'm looking at the back seat here. I'm seeing blue and blue. Like that.
It's a gray. So these are the actual. These are samples from the actual car. The seats. These are the actual colors from the seats in the car. So now they're blue and blue.
Yeah, but see, I couldn't.
Black and silver. Welcome, Gregory.
I grew up on the black and white footage.
Here's another picture of the seats. I do not remember that at all. I can go with all white or all black, not navy blue with light silver blue, which appears to be black and silver. No.
Look how young Jackie looks. I'm just kidding.
Thank you for being here.
I'm just kidding.
I know.
Like, I'm sorry, that looks ridiculous. Let's see now. I pause. Boy is backstage.
Is the actual you saying pause now?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey, boy.
Hi, Sandy. Thank you for noticing.
Oh, no problem. I've been so intently looking at the screen. I'm like, oh,
Yeah,
the boy's down there.
No, but it's weird. I mean, the sign in front of the camera and the grabbing, like he's almost being hit before he actually got like the final hit.
Yeah, he got shot in the neck.
Okay, yeah.
Like the image on the screen, the artwork. He's holding his neck.
Yeah.
And look at the all black seats and white car.
This one thing I have a good memory of, but it's messed up with this Mandela effect.
This one's for Sagar Mandela Effect. He remembers the white car. It's a white car with black seats.
Wow.
What the hell's going on? Is the video playing or not?
No, it's paused.
No, I paused it.
No, it's
Like,
right.
Wait, so Sandy, you mean like you remember the opposite side, basically?
Yes.
So it's
I
like,
remember,
okay.
Yes, Jackie was on the left, and
Right.
John was on the right.
Were you watching it in the mirror?
No.
For me, it was always the same side. It was just
yeah, me too.
Yeah,
she was always on that side for me too, always.
Yeah, but if you look at Jackie's outfit, you know that's not a Chanel suit. That's just, I mean, that looks different too.
It wasn't in black and white for me though. It wasn't.
Teresa covered the suit.
Oh, okay.
I am not the only one who remembers Jackie on the opposite side.
No, I know.
No, I know for sure. It's interesting. I can't even imagine.
It is interesting because I mean, like I said, there's so much differences now that I can't argue anything because my whole memory's gone.
Yeah, it's like different. Yeah, different
I remember
timelines.
black and white footage totally. I remember 4 people in the car only, and I remember sitting on that side. And all the rest of it is actually him getting first one bullet missing and hitting the curb, and then hitting him in the neck, and then hitting him in the head.
Yeah. 4 people, black car. It was in color, but he's only shot once.
See, that's weird. Okay, I'm going again.
All right, so go back for 1 second.
Oh.
So for those of you that remember a white car,
Schwarzenegger is in the background. That's interesting.
Schwarzenegger here.
One of the Secret Service agents gets changed too.
Oh, too far, way too far.
And who's that actress?
Oh, what's this?
Yeah, go back. You're missing so much important stuff.
I am?
Yeah, go back. Go back.
Go back farther?
Oh, no. I wanted to point out, go forward again.
Car's so blue. What are people
The
talking
woman
about?
sitting in the car, which looks like, not that one, the next one. Right there.
Yeah, who is she? Who is she, Sandy?
This one?
Yes, that one. Now, she looks like Sally Fields, but it's not her.
Oh, yeah, she does look like
she kind of does look like Sally, doesn't she? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not totally. Maybe Sally's sister.
No, but it's not her. I can see that too.
Looks like her a lot.
This was a reenactment. I forget what it was. I don't know if it was like a TV movie or what, but I just want to point out the black and silver seats that are actually light blue and dark blue. But
that's right.
Black
I think it's Dylan Mulvaney, isn't it?
Oh,
Dylan Mulvaney.
Yeah.
I think it's a Sally Field's sister because it looks similar but not quite.
Yeah, I thought it looked like Elaine from Seinfeld.
A little bit, yeah.
Oh, that too.
Yeah.
A little bit.
So
Yeah.
a little bit.
Maybe it's Sally Meadows.
Sally parking lot.
Or just Seinfeld Mandela Effects.
Here you go. Go on.
No, she
Yep. All
doesn't
right.
look
So
like
the
Sally
next picture,
parking lot.
pause it.
No, she looks like Sally Mansion rather than parking lot.
She does look like a Sally mansion.
Yeah.
So the next image, next photo, pause it, Splatter.
Funny, she don't really look like
I don't remember
Jackie.
that at all. I can go with all white or all black, not
Seats.
navy blue with light silver blue, which appears to be black and silver. No.
So many variations. Emmy variation effect.
Thank you for being here.
This picture.
All right, so here the seat does look like a blue, but still silver. And here you can see the residue is still on the seat, which is nasty.
Yoho silver.
Yep. Hi-Yo silver.
Yoho.
No, it's Hi-Yo. Hi-Yo silver.
Hi-Yo. Is that what it is? Hi-Yo?
Hi. Like hello.
It's Hi-Yo.
Hi-Yo silver.
Okay.
No.
It's now hi. It was Hi-Ho.
No one mentions the red seats.
Yes, I did. I said the residue.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah, that's yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, you can take that both ways. Like he fell to the left side, or he sat on the right side.
He was sitting here and he fell over that way. Yeah, you can see that.
Yeah.
Continue.
Yes.
Absolutely not.
All right, pause. All right, we already looked at this one. There's another one coming up right after this. That's what I want you to pause on. This one you can go on.
All right, so for the wait, go back
This
for
one.
1 second.
Oh, where'd it go?
Oh, it was him. It was Brian. Just fast forward to the next picture.
So for those of you that remember a white car,
right there,
with
pause
her
it.
grabbing.
Okay, so she's grabbing the pew pew out of her purse in this artwork. Do we see this?
We see that, but I don't believe
And
it.
look at the blue car. I can't. So wrong. This is prior to AI doing photos. At the time, AI was just text. This is not an AI image. This is before Midjourney.
So who is the artist?
I don't know who the artist is.
Okay.
Someone with a vivid imagination.
Yeah.
A silver thing out of her purse.
I remember the same one, Sandy, and it was a black car.
It was a black car. Yeah, I know. I used this as my first slide when we talked about this.
No, same.
The last time.
Yeah, the presentation that we have
Reagan
in the background.
is over there waving from the crowd.
Yep. Oh yeah, I see her.
No, it wasn't filmed in color, but there are plenty of color photos of that car. Like I said, we've researched this extensively. I've seen tons of pictures. It was always a black car.
See, that's what happens. People will accuse me of like not researching good enough.
Yeah, sure doesn't look like a cigarette, Philo. I agree. So this is from, who posted this? Rachel Casada. Everybody Hates Chris. Black car.
Wow.
And look, this is how I remember
He's
it.
on the wrong
JFK
side.
on the right side. Well,
That's
on the
how
left
I remember
side.
it.
Sitting on the left side, and Jackie sitting on the right side.
No.
Now
And
it's
there's
reversed.
4
Not my
seats.
So I get it. I'm like alone on this. Most of you do not remember what I remember.
You're not alone. I
But for
remember
me,
this way.
Jackie was on the outside, and John F.K. was on the inside.
I don't remember that at all. But
And this
these
is
two
how
look. They
Everyone
actually
hates
look.
Chris. Everybody hates Chris.
Pause
And
it so we
say
can hear
everyone.
Boy.
Everybody hates Chris. Remembers it.
And so, but this actually looks like Michael and Michelle Obama, or what's her name again? Obama.
Yeah.
It looks like the Obamas.
Barack
Obama, yeah.
Oh, you got it right. Barack and Michael.
Yeah.
But the point is, it's a black car, it's a 4-seater, and they're positioned how I remember them.
That's weird, yeah.
It looks like he just heard a joke.
Yeah. And Jackie couldn't care less. She's still waving.
She's saying Heil Hitler.
Is that Trump driving the
kinda.
car? Looks like Trump is the car driving the car.
Yeah.
No.
Kind of.
No, he's bald.
It's Trump.
But they do look like Barack and Michelle, dude. Come on.
That looks if you say it like that, it's Barack and Michelle with Trump driving.
Yeah.
He looks like that actor in the movie Deliverance.
And who knows who this guy is?
I don't know, but we need to keep going.
I know. I'm trying to.
4-seater, black car. Keep going, like
Yeah.
fast forward a little bit. Yeah, the red interior. They probably just didn't have a car. You know what? Pause it to
It's Dustin
pause it.
Hoffman in the other seat. It's Dustin Hoffman with the sunglasses.
Okay, there we go.
Okay, again we have Jackie on the opposite side, the way I remember it. It is a 6-seater, but the car looks black. It doesn't have the handles on the back of the car. It doesn't have the steps on the back of the car. It doesn't have the round red flashing lights on the front of the car.
It's a lazy artist.
Yeah.
I don't know. That looks pretty good.
If there's no doors.
Well, yeah, there's no doors.
Why is that guy wearing a life jacket with a tie?
Yeah, I don't know. I think that's a t-shirt and they're just heavy.
Oh, this fat guy back here?
Yeah.
He looks like he has a life jacket on.
And the artwork and stuff looks good.
That's Archie and Edith's bunker. We're finding people in here.
It's a young artist. It's a young artist.
Someone also drew it the way I remember with Jackie on the right.
Yeah.
Also, those flags are red bar flags. Mandanimal, I thought it was you. Mandanimal remembers it like I do, with Jackie on the other side. Yay. And because Jackie was on the other side, also
Good night,
here,
Quantum.
Jackie's on the other
Pause
side.
it.
Because she was on the other side, I was able to see the purse with the flash of silver.
Quantum's going to bed. Good night, Quantum. Thanks for being here.
Yeah, good night.
Good night.
All right, so here's what I want you to do, Splatter. Go to the settings and move it up to like 1.5 times. So we can get through this faster.
Yeah. This one?
No, do 1.25. 1.25.
Which one?
Yes. That way it's not too fast, but it's faster.
I don't know. We'll see.
No, it is. It is. It's faster. Go ahead.
As she reached up and shot him from underneath. That's what it looked like to me.
Yes.
That's what the old Zapruder film looked like when I watched it last time. I know it sounds crazy. I tried finding our live stream about it. Both of these have Jackie on the opposite side, like I remember. And I think both of them are black cars. Yes. Well, one's gray. It's not blue, though.
So
although there are red seats there as well.
Yeah, that's the second time we've
Does
seen
anyone
red
remember
seats.
red seats with a black car?
It also looks like she has a pew-pew in her hand.
Analog line says Jackie was on the outside for me, too.
They just don't want anybody to have a good memory on this. They keep on changing it.
Okay, do you guys see that? Am I seeing
totally
things?
not
Does
alone,
it
thank
look like
goodness.
there's a silver pew-pew in her hand?
We're not
on the
totally
bottom?
alone. I'm tired, guys.
But here,
It's been a long
no.
weekend.
Yeah, it looks like a silver thing in her hand.
I'm not seeing it. I'm just seeing her hand.
Oh, I'm sorry.
This
That's
is just like
Jackie's
throw this
collar.
together really quick.
I mean, John's collar.
These two images, the last two images, that was from my original presentation. This was talking about how.
All right, if you want to skip ahead,
You can. The Zapruder film had changed, and it looked like Jackie shot John. The first shot looked like it came from Jackie, and now it doesn't look like that anymore.
That looks like Dick Van Dyke and his wife on the show.
Wait, is this the actual film?
Yeah, it's just going on forever on this one thing.
Because the car doesn't look black in black and white either. Brian, I'm gonna send you a couple pictures, okay?
Oh, okay.
Can you go to Messenger?
Yeah, I'll check Messenger.
Fast forward to it. Just fast forward to it.
Brian takes a while to get
in
through
black
stuff
and white, the car looks gray, which would imply to me it's not black. Because black and white would show black.
No, we're headed.
Just fast forward, right there, till you get
John,
the
not
pictures. Look
Still
at
doesn't
the.
look
This is the actual footage. Look at the color of the car. It's definitely not black in black and white.
And she's on the
Again,
on the
I don't
right
remember
side.
that line at the top of the car either. The stripe that we now know is light blue, but it looks like it's silver there.
Looks like a piece of chrome
So
there.
even seeing it in black
Yeah,
and white,
we don't remember it. It's light blue.
I wouldn't say the car is black.
Hey, but in the previous frame, Jackie was on the other side.
Jackie's hair is darker than the car.
Oh, just in the cartoons. In the real
No. And actually, it wasn't like, if you rewind it, like she was on the other side. Huh?
I don't know. But none of that looks right. Hey, Sheriff, YouTube.
It's all
yes,
right.
guys, she still climbs the back of the car. She still does that. It's not that. It's just that it looks different for me because in my past, she was sitting on the opposite side. And more things
fast
happen.
forward. What are you doing? No, it's
well,
fine.
I can't
We're
say
gonna
that.
show it.
Like I said, when I watched the Zapruder film last time, a couple of years ago, she reached into her purse, pulled out something that flashed,
Sandy.
Flashed shiny. Yeah.
You still didn't show the picture of the dummy in the museum, the two dummies.
Oh, I didn't include that one. I'll send it to you. Hold on.
See,
I'll send it to you on Messenger.
Fast forward, please.
Okay.
And I could see her back, which means she was
All
on the
right,
opposite
so now
side.
we have this
And it
museum.
looked
Pause.
like she had shot.
So, this is her on the opposite side, raised up, in the raised up seat. She is taller than him. And this car was black in the museum and now it's blue. But it does have all white seats and it is a 4-seater.
Yeah. I did say white seats, didn't I? Yeah.
It's blue now, dude. And it's not even a dark blue. It's a darkish, but it's not like deep dark.
Sparkly. It's
sky
blue. It's midnight sparkly blue, according to Ford.
Yeah, I thought the one in the museum was black.
Yeah.
There is another one in the museum that's black, but this one I remember being black as well.
It does look like the one behind it is darker, or at least maybe even black.
No, it is black. That's the cop car.
It is black, right? Yeah.
Hey, Gurgles. It's a baby. Okay, continue.
Yep.
Shot him from underneath. And now she's on the opposite side.
We're just repeating.
There is
You
no
can just
gun
fast forward
flash.
to
There's
new
no
images.
purse. There's no nothing. She still climbs on the back. But now, like we covered earlier, he puts his arms up in this weird position, and she grabs his arm. And I don't remember that as either, or the sign.
No, he didn't.
The whole
He
thing
didn't
was
bow up
different.
like that. Sandy, he didn't bow up like that. And the other thing is, when I saw this museum picture, the car was black.
Yeah, I know. You're held for review in YouTube Studio. And then once you get the link, share.
Gotta jump off of here now.
That's what I'm saying. I just want to say we're going to say thank you to everyone. I know some of you remember the white car. I'm going to put this into a presentation. And I do have residue of the white car as well.
That's it. We can stop it.
Okay.
That's crazy, Sandy, because we went over the car and the museum back in the day with Brian Stavely. And, you know, if it would have been a blue car, we would have noticed. So that's something that changed in the last few years.
2020 is when I found it.
Uh-huh.
Now we do have presentations to follow up with this. So Splatter, JFK 1 and 2.
Okay.
Now JFK 1 or 2 is just pictures. It's a car. It might be a question in pictures again. One of them. Good morning, sadly, Karen.
Okay, I'll look at this after.
Wheeler Greg remembers it like I do. He says, agreed, Sandy. JFK was on the right and only 2 rows in my timeline.
That's weird.
And Josh, really? Really, Josh?
What?
Josh says, Josh is here.
Yeah.
I sound funny in 1.25 speed.
You do sound funny in the fast
Like
speed. I couldn't tell the difference between.
Like I'm Russian? You didn't?
Yeah.
You were doing that was good. What?
Yay, coffee time for Karen.
Karen?
Yeah, I'm writing sadly Karen's name on the list. Okay, so apparently this folder is just images, so we can go on. We saw this one already.
Yeah.
This may be the images I sent to Brian. Here's the video again. That doesn't match what I said. His arms bow up. The white bar I don't remember. Looks like a shot from underneath. His head. Look at his head. It's like it grows a tumor. It's weird.
Yeah, it's not
Instead
right.
of the back blowing out, the front gets bigger. Watch the front of his head.
Yeah, that's totally wrong. Totally wrong.
Watch the front of his head right here.
Because it was the back of his head that blew out in my past.
Yeah.
They're trying to make it. Yeah, this is all garbage.
All right, so these are the same images that we showed on Brian's show. You can take this one down, go to the next one.
All the same?
We are all the same. It's identical.
Yeah.
This was the folder I gave to Brian for the show.
That was it? Yeah.
Yes. So JFK 2. This is where I talk more about Jackie.
Yeah. I'm gonna stop sharing, I guess. Or just go there. Let's see what happens. I'll just go there.
We lost LJ again.
Oh no.
I'm here.
Oh.
You're here? Oh, that's right. I'm looking for the mustard packet. Sorry.
Yeah, Sandy's cat heard.
Yep, I was looking for the mustard packet.
Uh-oh. I hope it's this one. Yeah.
Oh, the birds are here. Can you hear the birds? Yes, blue is wrong. I agree. Orla Greg. I agree. Yep, Maureen. It's blue. So, this is the image without it zoomed in. She is pulling the pew pew from her purse. Credit Teresa Lynch. The JFK car has changed again. 3 changes in total. Yet somehow,
Teresa remembers a blue car.
Okay.
Oh God, that's so blurry. Do you remember this window attached to the top bar? I have a vague memory of the bar since it became a stretch car, so after the Mandela Effect. But we have no memory of this random, useless window. Yes or no? Do you remember the square window? Because that square window was in the film, in the photos.
Yeah. I know it's a Mandela Effect, but I disregard it. I don't like it. It's too much has changed.
It's Mr. Bellamy from Upstairs Downstairs. He also did a Grey Poupon commercial.
Oh, okay. There you go.
Another mustard reference.
I'm still waiting for you guys to answer on the panel.
I know, so I'm still here.
Question?
Do you recall that square window, which is useless, on the car?
Oh no, of course not. The bar wasn't there either, and it was only
Yeah.
4 people.
Yeah, the bar was.
And it was a 4-seater. Yeah.
Okay.
Everything's
Again,
wrong.
guys. Again, I'm saying after the Mandela, after the 4 to 6 seat, after the bar. Do you remember the window?
No.
No for Karen.
Yes.
You remember the window after the Mandela?
Yeah, and in the colored Zapruder film,
Okay, Josh and Boy.
like I said, in the one I don't believe.
Boy
Do I
or Josh?
remember the window attached?
I totally disregard it because it's not.
No, because this I don't remember the window at all to begin with. I just remember the 4 people in the car. So
it just went straight down, didn't it?
That's before
like
the change.
is in like.
Yes, the bar went
Yeah,
straight down. Yes. After
Yeah,
the Mandela, the
right.
bar went straight down. There was no window.
Yeah, I think this is new for me actually, to be honest. I have not seen that actually.
What about you,
Yeah,
Josh?
okay, yeah, that's new. When did that show up?
2020.
When it got Mandela.
Okay, I'll talk to Eve about it because we've
So,
covered
but
this
there's no way
many
to,
times. It's not a window.
For me, it's hard
Nice.
because it was 4 people only, and yeah, it just drives me nuts. I'm really affected by this Mandela effect.
Yeah, sorry, I was muted earlier, but yeah, there's no. I don't think there's any way that the window is definitely not there because that bar goes all the way down. That's like the roll bar. That's like the protection, like part of the frame.
Construction.
In case the car rolls over or something. Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
it's just a dependence for the roof, right? And you would
so many times.
You would never make this construction for something that a roof would rest upon.
Exactly.
Let's say a prayer for Pushin that he's okay and he's just sleeping. We're praying that Pushin is okay and just sleeping.
Oh.
Well, at least he's not pushing buttons. He might push the wrong button.
Maybe he's sleep texting like I do.
He's pushing many wrong buttons.
Oh.
You put him up on screen.
Yes, I said a prayer for him. That's why. That he's okay and just sleeping.
He just rolled over on his phone.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm hoping that's all it is. Okay, I'm trying to read this. While getting residue for Teresa, we both noticed something wrong with the back of the car. You can see it from here.
The tire well?
Yeah,
the tire.
Wheel, right? Yeah.
Next slide.
Yeah, that's not right. But that's a cartoon again.
Yeah, that looks odd.
Come on, click.
Oh yeah, the tire showed up.
And it's octagonal.
Stop
it. Stop it.
But steps, I also don't remember the steps or the handles. All of that's wrong. The whole back.
Yeah.
Yeah,
the whole back of the car was thin, sleek in my past.
Yeah, the whole car
now there's
an
odd-shaped spare on the back. I don't remember, and we have no memory of handlebars for the Secret Service to hold on to the car or the steps for them to stand on.
Yeah, I gotta try to stop commenting because the whole thing is wrong for me.
Yeah, the whole thing's wrong. That's what I said.
Yeah, see, for me, like, it kept changing. Like, it's like I was catching up. Like, all this stuff just kept popping up. Like, it's weird.
Well, this all popped up in 2020 all at once for us.
For you,
what
all at
the fuck
once.
with the handlebars? Who needs handlebars at the end of a car? Like,
what? Holy crap.
That's for the security guards to stand on, but that wasn't there in my past. The whole car is wrong.
And so still, if that was the case for them to hold, where do they stand their feet upon? Like on the tail lights? Like
on the bumper, there was an extra foot.
Oh, of course, yeah.
But like I said, this is all wrong. It's the wrong car. It's wrong everything.
Oh.
When there's the window, see? There's that window.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like new. That's like
this is messed up.
Within the last couple of months, like
this is wrong.
And at least you can see Jackie still crawling on the back.
Yeah.
But again, it's the angle that's wrong. For me, the angle of her body is wrong. She came from the other side. So, do you remember these features on the car?
Now, come on.
There's barely any residue out there. It's all been updated from what we could find in our research. I think we did find some residue.
Yeah,
and holy crap. Well, I don't remember that boy in that neon red shirt.
Yeah.
Kind of noticeable here.
Good point. Yeah.
There's also someone in a orange dress, and someone falls over on the. I mean, we've been through all of this. Like Eva's gone through all of this, but like, yeah, the people over there keep changing, and like someone falls now, and yeah, you have to watch the whole thing. I mean, I'm kind of over it now, but like, yeah, I'm kind of over this.
Okay, so here are.
I just stopped watching it.
More that's a model on the bottom, and on the top is earlier in the day driving behind the car. Did I just see an Uncle Sam hat with me? Hold up.
What the hell?
Hold up. Oh, I can't see it. All right, don't worry about it. I saw something weird. Anyway, okay, so that car looks black to me. That car looks black on the bottom.
That's black.
No, the top one is black. That's a model. Yeah. But on the bottom, it looks black.
Oh, I see blue. I see blue here.
Compared to the blue we saw earlier?
And the blue on the trunk. Look at this on the thing here. That's blue here. Maybe you need a bigger screen.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe. All right, we can go on.
Now I'm saying black. That's black now.
Yeah, but that's the other one. The other museum, it's black. It's 4-door. Jackie's on the wrong side for me. Oh, but on the right, on the bottom, it's black. It's sleek. There's no tire. You see it? There's no handlebars.
And yeah, straight back. Yeah. Oh, here too. Look at there's no bump. There's no tire bump. Yeah, right here.
Yep.
Yeah. And this looks like Saul from Better Call Saul. You see blue here, Isabel? Rogan?
I definitely don't.
He must be seeing blue on it. That must have been a different picture he was commenting on. The other one. Right. Yeah. Okay, that's it. We made it through.
We made it through, guys. Okay, so we are going to get going because I do have possibly 2 shows tomorrow night. And I'm still not ready. The reason why we had the open panel tonight is because I still have work to do. I got hit with a ton of crazy stuff this week, and I have a lot more work to do. But give me a moment. I have a lot of thank yous to do. And I want to thank the people on the panel.
Yeah, this is the one here. He was looking at. He's seen blue, same as me. I'm sure.
Do I have boy in my list? Nope, boy's being added to the list. And now you got to do the singing part so I can composite the two.
Okay, everybody has to sing though.
I can't sing. I'll wake Joey up, and I lost my voice from
song that
scar
has
tissue.
no end. Oh no, it's a song that never ends.
The car stopped and then he got shot. That's what I said on the stream.
It's the show that never ends. What's the lyrics? LJ, sing it for them.
This is the show that never ends. It just goes on and on, my friends. Some people started watching it not knowing what it was, and will continue watching it forever just because this is the show that never ends.
Perfect. Yay.
Okay.
LJ wrote the lyrics. Beautiful, beautiful.
Hours.
Hey, Davin Good. Just in time for us to head out till tomorrow.
Yeah.
Do you also check Princess Diana's photos?
What?
Princess Diana's crash photos, like they've changed like multiple times. And I'm just looking at them now, they changed again. It's like all these blue guys around the car. I was like, I've never seen that when looking this up before. So many blue guys, like that's so weird. Never seen that. The car still looks the same as last time, but
Blue guys. That'd be
originally
police,
it was.
wouldn't it?
I'd have to look
Yeah,
at
they were
it,
never
but
there in any photos I saw before. Now they're in like most of them.
are you on a computer?
Car changed, but like it's still the same
Jackie,
car.
are you on a
What?
computer?
No, I'm on my phone.
Oh, okay, never mind. I was gonna say, if
Yeah,
you can
originally
share
the
it,
car looked way different, huh?
I was gonna say, if you can share it while I'm doing shout outs, but you can't because you're on your phone.
Oh, we can talk about it next time if you want. Like, if you gotta go, like, we don't have to, like, get into it now,
Yes.
but I just wondered if, yeah.
I really do have to go. Otherwise, there's not gonna
Yeah,
be a show
exactly.
tomorrow. Because
Yeah,
Hebreo's show
exactly.
is
That's
before
fine.
my show. Yeah.
Yeah, I was
All
just,
right, let's see.
just wondering.
Yeah, I'd have to see it, honestly. Honestly, I'd have to see. I haven't looked at those pictures in 30 years.
Oh, wow, okay. I thought you would have just been checking them for Mandela reasons.
No. I see
Okay.
too many Mandela stuff to check
Look for
things. I only check
Okay.
things when I'm looking for other things that I've, like, for example, there was the new Snow White one that I covered. So I saw the other Snow White stuff. That's when I check. I check when I'm already checking on it.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Did you hear they're re-releasing the original Snow White now, just to make cover their hide?
Really?
Yeah.
Right?
They're re-releasing it in theaters.
Yeah, the original.
They better remaster that.
Because the other one flopped so bad, they have to cover their hide somehow.
They better remaster it. It better not be like all,
Faded?
desaturated.
Oh, they probably did.
Man.
But I don't know, but I'm just guessing they probably would.
Well, first of all,
I want to thank SAG Arm Mandela Effect, Quantum Effects, Jackie, LJ, aka Sandy's Cat Herd, aka LJ, Real or Not For Real, aka Everjosh, Voy, Splatter, and Noelle for being here on the show tonight.
Who's
I really
real, not for
appreciate
real?
it. That's Josh.
Oh, I always
Other
forget
account.
that for some reason.
So yeah, my phone died, and I had to get on my old phone, and I'm logged into a different account. So
Yeah, I can't believe I don't remember that. Like every time you switch, you lose me.
yeah, I don't
And
mean
Morgan-
to switch. I'm just switching devices. So
And Morgan was here earlier for a short period of time.
Yep.
Thank you all for joining the panel. I really appreciate it.
yeah, thanks for having
And
us.
anytime. Anytime. And also, in the chat tonight, we had Splatter, Jackie McCarran, Noelle, aka Stinky N, LJ, Noise Guru, Little Cam 51, Neo Freak 91X, Pushing Button 62, Sagar Mandela Effect Jose, Mandanimal, Richard Minnick, Red Storm. Jeff was in the chat tonight. Mr. Super.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was as JC Goof and Mamacita Productions. Mr. Super,
Tiniest Squish Sarah Pagey, Julie, Angels Don't Fall, Wendy B, Austin 108, Chicago Cubby Bear, Stinky Travis Joe and Travis Joe, Unindoctrinated, OA, Tay, Jessica Kirk, Laura Lala TV, Speedy Romans, Artsy 909, Rye Russ, LVK, Tim Mothman, Christine Lynn, Travis, oh, I got Travis, Choosy Heretics, General Sorrow, Five Little Stones, Emilius, Fast Hemi, Woo Riders DG, Ubertuber, Maria, Bomber, Carrie Skates, Parody Mike and his 10 accounts, Toilet Time TV, Alex Jones's Shilling Vitamins, which is also Parody Bear, Kelly Landrum, Mustard Seed of Faith, Slanders People Fair, Noah Cloud, which is another one of Parody Bear, Sadly Karen, Boy, Davin Good, Ann Gaynor, who just showed up. Hello, Ann Gaynor. And I want to give special thank yous last night, or the last show, I should say, not last night. What was it? Was it Thursday's show? Yeah, Thursday's show. We had a donation from Pushin' Button 62. And then tonight, we had a donation or tip from Lindsay Tribbett. Thank you so much, guys. I really do appreciate it. I am losing my voice. I got to save it. I got 2 shows tomorrow. I got I don't know if Propagate's having a show Monday now. Because Propagate's having a show tomorrow night at 9 p.m. Eastern. It looks like it's a special show with a special guest.
So we're probably going to miss it then.
Yeah, well, if I have to be on Hero's show.
Well, yeah, me too.
Yeah. So. But yeah, guys, that is everyone. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for choosing to spend your time with us tonight. And if you're watching on replay, thank you for taking the time to listen to us on replay. You're amazing. Thank you to everyone watching on X, Rumble, and on whose channel is that?
Thank you. Hello.
Is that your channel? Whose channel are we sharing to?
I don't know.
Yours. Awesome. And on Joss's channel. Real or not for real?
No, not mine tonight. I didn't do it.
That's okay. All right, guys. I hope you have a wonderful night. We'll see you soon. We'll actually see you tomorrow. You're going to see too much of us tomorrow. You're going to get sick of us.
Oh, no.
Never.
Have a wonderful night and a great day. If it's, it's daytime. Sun's coming up over here, but it's nighttime for me. So have a good night. Have a great day. We'll see you tonight, guys. Good night, everyone. Say good night, panel.
Good night, panel.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.
Good night, guys.
Smash the tube, smash the tube, smash the tube, smash the tube. Turn the strap off, 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 please turn it off. Why must we watch Friends? 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 I've seen this show about 1,000,000 times. Not even funny when I'm drunk or high. Why must we watch Friends? 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 I'm telling you now for the 100th time. To change the channel, this show is a crime. Why must we watch Friends? 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 That laugh track is so annoying to me. They wouldn't need it if the show was funny. Why must we watch Friends? 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 There's so much better ways to spend my day than watch TV sing down a cat so smelly. Why must we watch Friends? 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 Why must we watch Friends?